everybody. Happy Wednesday. And hello to everybody who ordered fettuccine alfredo at Olive Garden today and had the waiter assume that they wanted the snack size portion when that was absolutely not the case.
You did not let that go?
I'm not even full.
You got it all out first.
Look, if you're going to go to Olive Garden, you should be gorging yourself on pasta. I did not want a snack size bowl of fettuccine alfredo, and I was so disappointed. But what do you do at that moment? Like, do you tell the guy, hey, just because I'm female doesn't mean I wanted the half portion? Like, why did he assume that I wanted... All the guys got full portions with the big giant plates. I wanted to have some for freaking second meal tonight.
He probably just gave you the lunch size. He probably did not check to see if you had a wiener.
If there were two options, he should have asked. I did not say I would like the lunch order of fettuccine alfredo. I said I would like the fettuccine alfredo. Did I not look hungry enough? Next time I'm going to try to look more hungry. Yes, very presumptive of him.
Well,
I'm disappointed. I ate an extra breadstick to make up for it. I'm still not full enough. I feel like I should feel unwell. Like I ate way too much, right?
I just don't know how this spilled over. Welcome to Getting Big with Crystal.
I'm still holding a grudge. Okay, so here's what it is. I listen to the Beautiful Anonymous podcast, and at the beginning of every podcast, he says, hello to everybody who, and it's something related to the podcast. And I love that bit, so I try to do that bit. And I try to relate it to something in my life. That's what you get. I ripped it off, and I love it, and that's what's bothering me today, is that I had 10 bites of fettuccine alfredo, and why the hell would I go to our Olive Garden for fettuccine alfredo if I wanted 10 bites of fettuccine alfredo? Also, there were 12 of us, and they brought out 4 bowls of salad. That was not enough salad for 12 people.
Isn't it unlimited pasta?
Only if you order the unlimited soup and salad and breadsticks. That's a separate order.
The super salad?
I was very impressed with the waiter, by the way, who said, would you like soup or salad? He enunciated very clearly, and that amused me, and I was very happy about that.
Dang, I feel bad for eating your last 2 breadsticks you brought.
No, I took the last 2 Wait, to be fair, I did say, does anybody want these breadsticks? And everybody was like,
no.
No, because they all had big plates.
No, that's because they're afraid you're going to shove it up their asses at this point.
I might. They all had big plates. They were full. I wanted to be full. So I took the last 2 breadsticks off the table. Not only that, I took them in the napkin they were wrapped in, and I walked out like this with my breadsticks. Yep, don't mess with me. I should have asked for more breadsticks. I'm mad. I wanted more fettuccine. How often do I go to Olive Garden? When was the last time I was even at an Olive Garden? And look, it's subpar Italian food. Let's be real about it. But the fettuccine alfredo, so good. I don't care. And you dip the breadsticks in the Alfredo sauce. I didn't even have enough Alfredo sauce for a breadstick. I had like 3 bites dipped in the extra sauce. So disappointing. So sad. Adele says, meanwhile, I'm 3 inches deep into my 6-inch sub and I'm just about done. Look, I'm only this gluttonous with pasta and nachos. Those are my 2 gluttonous foods where I'm like, please just feed me until like I can't sit up. Like, I need to be, like, on the couch like this. Like, I can't fold myself into a sitting position because I'm so full. And that is not the case, and I'm disappointed. That's all I'm saying. That's it. Yep, don't mess with Crystal's fettuccine alfredo. It's true. Don't mess with my food, period. It doesn't help that I already had to get a bunch of crap about going to Olive Garden in the first place because they wanted to go to a steakhouse. Apparently it was my fault. You could call and complain. They might give you a free meal. Not even worth it. It was a free meal. It was a company lunch, but... I'm bitter. That's all. And it's been kind of a grudge holding kind of week, so don't piss me off because I will not forget. That's all I'm saying. Whew. It's my show. I get to go on any rant I want to go on.
Oh, man.
What you doing?
I'll help you out here, champ.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready.
You are not allowed to go check the mail after this at all. You gotta stay inside.
Yes, I'm aware that lunch is a smaller portion. I did not order the lunch portion. I did not at all. I did hear him down at the end of the table asking a couple people, do you want the lunch or the dinner portion? But, like, I didn't specify lunch, so you should assume, and you didn't ask me. Don't assume I want the small portion. It's because I'm a girl. I know it. I know it's because I'm a girl. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well tonight on this Thanksgiving Eve. We got a super chat here from Nikki. Thank you so much. She says that her last trip to Olive Garden wasn't great either, so she can relate. Right? Disappointing. Zira, yes, I do have to make a note to myself that apparently I have to specify dinner. Look, on the menu, it's fettuccine alfredo. On the next page, it's lunch specials fettuccine alfredo. Did I say lunch special fettuccine alfredo? I did not. I wasn't aware I also had to specify I do not want lunch special. Now I know. Super chat here from Lady JD13. Hello, friend. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. She says, hi, Dan and Crystal. Dan, the question everybody is asking. I saw Adele comment on your video that was completely unrelated to the Popeyes. Did you eat the Popeyes?
Oh my gosh. Nobody knows the answer to this, right?
Yep, Adele's saying, but what happened to the Popeyes?
I saw that. That's all you've commented on the last 3 things we posted. Well, what about the Popeyes? So for those of you that don't follow me on Instagram, shame on you. At RFS Dan,
it's mostly just cat stuff.
It's where all the live stuff goes down. So some dude ding dong dashed me Popeyes. Like I saw it on the webcam.
No, not to you.
Here's
got
the problem.
delivered to you.
Here's the problem: is everybody likes to walk on water to the front door to drop off the package and run away before they get stuck in the conversation. So you never know when stuff's showing up on the front porch, right? So I got my keys. I was ready to go get some I was gonna sneak out and get some McDonald's. I need to get out the house, and then I looked on my phone and I could see that there was something at the door right quick. So I went and I opened the door, and that's when you guys saw me make the video. I grabbed the Popeye. I was looking around first to see if Ashton Kutcher was around, if I was getting punked, or I didn't know the rules at that point. I thought they were coming back. So it was 4-piece, a biscuit, coleslaw, apple pie, which was so good. It was like an apple pie thing from McDonald's, but way better. And then 6 premium wings that were barbecued.
And a soda.
And a Diet Coke, which was the worst of it. So I sat around here, I made the videos that you saw, I didn't know what to do. I tried to call the number. It said Veronica. I don't know what Veronica. Yeah, I don't know what a Veronica is in the neighborhood.
Right, if it had somebody's name on it that we know the neighbor,
right.
We know a handful of neighbors' names, it was not any of them.
Yeah, so I didn't know what to do and stuff, so I made that little video, and then the food was cooling down. I was waiting for him to come back. I had it on the screen. I felt bad. It was some Blake. It was some teenage kid. But I don't know. They pulled in right here. If you guys know how my house works, they pulled in the driveway right there, hopped out the car, ran up the side, put it on my door, and ran off. They couldn't even see what space number.
Yeah, there's no house number on that side of the house.
There's
it's at the end of the house. So he didn't even double check the house number. He didn't
double check, and then he skedoodled back to his car, or if he was dropping it off for somebody else. I don't know. But I put a poll of whether I should eat it, not eat it, or send it back, or wait for somebody to call. 68% of you said to eat it. And then the rest of you were split between don't eat it and wait for them to come. So, sorry.
But then you called me and asked me, and because I read a lot of Reddit, I'm actually well versed in the fact that once they drop it off at your house, they're not allowed to take it back.
Yes, and then I was getting by then messages of people who watched it that worked in the food places, and they're like, dude, you gotta eat it because nobody's gonna touch it after that.
They won't take it back.
Right. So I was just okay, because at first I'm I don't know how it got here. So I tried to call the number on there, and it was a Grubhubby DoorDash number, and it was please enter your identifier. I was just I don't need to speak to RoboCop. So what did I do with it? While I was bringing it inside, I had to shove it in the microwave because the cats were going nuts.
Yes, they could smell the chicken.
And I never had Popeye. The 3 years ago, it's been 3 years that I did the food reviews.
Oh, yeah.
We never got a Popeyes one when they had the chicken sandwich wars. Every time I drove by there, the lines would be... One time I remember sitting out there and just the lines were so long.
I think we only have one Popeyes in the entire valley.
Uh-huh.
I don't think there's one in Palmdale. And it's always got a long line.
Yeah, so... right. So I was just I don't know. So everybody wants to know if I ate it. So, okay. So I had the food here. It smelled so good. I just can't hold off and drag the story on longer for you guys. I ate the food. I ate that. Oh my gosh. The crispy breaded stuff on the Popeyes chicken was the best, and the premium wings were something that I wouldn't even spoil myself with otherwise. I've never had Popeyes before, but the Colonel sucks. Popeyes is where it's at.
Popeyes has nothing on KFC coleslaw. The Popeyes coleslaw was so bland and unflavored. Not a fan at all.
Popeyes used to be good. Now it's overpriced and dry. Dang, so I missed out on the good Popeye years. I kind of like drier chicken, to be honest. But I really loved the breading. It was so even, and the crunch was so good. It was 5 out of 5.
Even 20 minutes later, when you finally convinced
yourself
to eat it? 5
out of 5 Hawks. I loved it. I ate it all day long. That was my thing. All day
Brittany
long.
wants to know if it tasted better since it was free.
No.
No, because he's beating himself.
Like,
have you met Dan?
Oh. Yeah,
Totally beating himself up about it.
Okay, I won't lie. I went into your nightstand to see if maybe there was some dollars in there in case he came back. I was gonna barbecue sauce because
No,
barbecue
see-
sauce was thick. It was all over my mouth, and I was gonna pay him for the Popeyes.
See, what had happened was I used to keep cash in my nightstand, but then you knew that's where I kept my cash because I did the big reveal.
Do you keep it where you keep like your braziers?
I'm not telling you where I keep my cash.
But there's cash somewhere here.
I'm not telling you.
So I was looking for cash just in case he came back, and I didn't know what the protocol was, but I ate it.
Chris wants to know, but Dan, did it catch?
Oh, it caught me right here, and it caught me right here. It was so good. It was so good. I think I did make like an after picture, or like I think I do have like, because I was gonna continue on the video, but I wanted answers first. I think I might have a video real quick. We are making stuff tonight, by the way.
Yeah, Adele says that was a very long way just to tell us you ate it.
Well,
Have you met us? This is how we tell stories.
I had to tell the people that didn't get to see.
Auntie Ange says she was chanting, "Eat it! Eat it! They can't take it back, so I'm sure it's a gift from the Grubhub gods."
I was ready to walk out the door to go get food.
Even if you're at a restaurant and they put somebody else's food in front of you, like if you and I are eating together and they put your food in front of me, I'll just be like, oh no, that's theirs, and they can swap it. But if they take your food to another table, they are not allowed to then pick it up and bring it to you. So no, absolutely not.
Alright, so there was the wings. Those look like really good. And then inside, yeah, so there's that, and then it came with like that and the pie and the sauce. Oh, it was like, what did I do? I've been working hard, so it's like, it felt, whoa. Oh, fast talking Sarah's fatigue mat almost took me out.
Zira says, I love their macaroni. Unfortunately, what was it, Veronica did not order macaroni.
Veronica had it all right except for the Diet Coke and the coleslaw. Otherwise, Veronica got good taste. So now I feel bad because Veronica, I mean, I don't know if that was also
She got her refund or her food redelivered. Don't even sweat it. Dan Bug has a short story of sadness for us.
What's that?
He decided to try and go to Novi.
Uh-huh.
Put in for the days off to travel Monday night. Got home, realized he has classes he has to take at work those days.
Maybe next
I'm sorry,
time.
friend.
Maybe next time.
That's two stories of sadness because Dan was supposed to come to.
I know.
Isn't he in Texas?
Yeah, we were gonna recreate the Hanover, but
in Texas.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's legal.
So yeah, I ate the food. I have never had the Zaxby's. Jess is in love with the Zaxby's. That's kind of down in the Florida, Bama area. No, because it's like down in that bottom corner where we don't go. Like we just haven't been yet. I haven't had the Zaxby's, but I did love that chicken at Popeyes. Oh my gosh.
Hey, Dan. The Bigler family is here and baking along with us tonight.
Oh, fantastic. Then maybe we should
We'll get
progress
there.
a little
Look,
bit.
the recipe's posted. If you want to make it, you can make it. I did see Laura asking, can you make this gluten and dairy free? I am not versed enough in gluten and dairy freeness to be able to tell you. I can tell you, if you have a flour substitute, then yes, absolutely substitute the flour. I'm not sure what that does to the recipe because, again, I'm not versed enough in the gluten freeness. As far as the dairy, the only dairy in it would be cream cheese because I don't think butter is considered dairy, right? Like, that's not an issue if you have a dairy allergy.
It comes from, like the cow, right? Does it come from a cow? I don't know. I would Google replacements for this.
Or pumpkin roll is popular enough. Google a gluten-free and dairy-free option. I'm sure there are recipes out there, or if you know enough about baking with gluten-free or dairy-free ingredients, you may be able to make those substitutions. Try it. But yeah, the internet is a huge, vast place full of gluten-free and dairy-free people, and I'm sure somebody has made it gluten and or dairy-free. I will tell you, make sure you get the gluten-free flour that you don't have to add xanthan gum to, because I thought I was the best when Di came to visit us. Our friend, Real Deal.
Do we still have the flour?
We do. Why didn't I ask her if she wanted to take it with her?
Oh yeah, because that's what she wants to do. She wants to carry it on the airplane. She wants to carry it on the airplane.
Apparently,
it was like $5.
There's but what am I gonna do with it? I'm gonna throw it away. Like, that's so wasteful. Apparently, there's 1-to-1 gluten-free flour, and the stuff that I got is not it, and you have to add xanthan gum, but you have to be careful with xanthan gum because it can do some stuff to your insides if you don't do it right or something. Yeah, I didn't mess with it. I made her some gluten-free Muddy Buddies instead. It was much easier. Much easier. Hi, Kamiko. What you doing? Shake it up. Christine says Popeyes is too spicy for her. Was it spicy? Was yours spicy?
No, I like the spicy anyway, but no, it was just good. I don't know. It was just, it doesn't matter. It was like 10 o'clock last night, and I was like in the kitchen.
You were eating it like all day.
I was still looking over my shoulder.
It was done and gone.
I'm just waiting for
Veronica already placed an angry phone call.
Right?
It was already taken care of.
Right? I didn't want to walk outside and take that big old Popeyes bag to the trash bin while Veronica's looking out her window.
Wondering where it went.
Yeah, Veronica R, I'm sorry.
Hey Dan, PJ's here.
Hi, PJ.
Thank you so much for the super chat, friend. I'm going to click the heart on that. I always forget to do that. He says, hello, my peeps.
Oh, I hope to see you soon.
He's finally in Michigan.
Nice, on your way.
We will be there in 3 weeks.
It's like
well,
the
not
Oregon
there,
Trail.
but in the state. We'll be there.
It's 2 weeks, but
2? Really?
No. 2 weeks and like 2 days. 2 weeks and a day.
It's 3. It's got to be.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not next week.
It's the week after.
Really?
Yes.
I better get on it. I got a lot of stuff to do before we go. Linda says her parcel is in America. Tracking says it'll be delivered Friday. Woot!
Nice. I'll be able to grab it. I assume you mean next Friday. Thank you, and we'll grab it.
Yeah, we'll still be here next Friday.
Yeah, we'll still
and
be
this
next
Friday because I am not leaving the house this weekend. 4 days. Yes. It is the longest time all year before more work.
And
best feeling.
Yes.
Except for the part where I expected to go home early today and I didn't. It was just a day of disappointment today, but I got free lunch or free snack. I got a free snack. Morgan wants to know if her egg Dan emoji thing has gray hair because she's been here forever. Yes.
I think it's supposed to be little diamonds in there, but I like the gray hair. I like the gray hair better.
All right. Shall we do this?
Let's do this.
So we did, as I mentioned in the post on social media, we did this pumpkin roll the very first year that we were doing Getting Baked with Crystal. We started at the end of October, so it would have been like the first month we did the show. Many of you were not here for that. Many of you were, but many of you missed it.
I found the original thumbnails to that.
Yeah, so you didn't have to make a new one?
No, I did, but because they were just so goofy.
Oh, I bet.
It was so goofy. It was like,
look, I'm still not very
it was like
happy
3
with
years ago.
my thumbnail picture, but not enough to want to make a new one. So yeah, we did make this originally 3 years ago on the show. Don't know how many of you went back and watched it, but this is a really good recipe. This is actually what we used for our postcard last year for our card exchange. So if you participated in that, you have the recipe for it. Although after we had them printed, I realized I was a little unclear on the rolling and the unrolling. You guys can see what we do tonight. But yeah, really good. And by the way, there is a new postcard in the works for Christmas card exchange. We will be doing that again this year.
I heard they'll be here on the 1st. I don't know what day the 1st is. Friday probably.
Next Friday,
Next
yeah.
Friday? Okay, so they'll be here next.
No, this Friday? This Friday.
They'll be here
it's next Friday.
They'll be here on the 1st.
It's my brother's birthday. I should know when it is. Jess says, I love that the camera's been focused on Kamiko the entire time. She is ready for her close-up of her back.
Like, wait, hold on. Like, it's been out of focus for us?
Maybe.
Is it? Let me go make sure.
Wow, I don't look very camera ready. My hair's all frizzy and I look like I'm ready for a nap.
Oh, you look like you were pissed off about Olive Garden.
I was very angry.
Kamiko, you should lay down.
She said it was only slightly out of focus, like we were in soft focus. She knows who the real star here is. Alright, so first step for this. If you guys have not made any sort of roll, this one is the easiest one I've ever made, and I've been making it for years and years. Basically, you're going to make a cake in a jelly roll pan, or a cookie sheet that has raised sides. Not very tall, just a little bit tall. We're going to bake a cake in here. We're going to flip it out. We're going to roll it up. I'll show you how to do that so it doesn't stick to anything. Then we're going to make a filling. We're going to unroll it. We're going to spread the filling. We're going to roll it back up. Super easy. It'll be the best dessert to have for tomorrow.
And Courtney did one. That's right.
Yes. Yes, I did approve her post. She posted a picture. It looked perfect. Good job.
Yeah, it did. It looked really nice.
It is, as with any roll, it's a little finicky. If you let it cool too much, because you roll it while it's warm, so it keeps that shape. But if you let it cool too much and unroll it, it'll crack. So there's a window.
You don't want it to crack, because it'll break your mom's back. Also, Mooch is
yeah, Mooch found Dan's electric blanket on his chair and has decided that is his spot for tonight. He'd rather be warm than in the spotlight. All right, guys. So we are going to put 3 eggs in the mixer for 5 minutes.
This is dark today.
Oh, you should check with my technical advisor.
It's never the same twice.
Never. It's really bright in here today. I feel like I need sunglasses. And Courtney says, we let it cool for 30 minutes and no cracking? Good job. I'm always scared it's gonna cool too much and crack. Like, I've had it happen a couple times in the early days. Yeah. But I think I've got it down now. Yeah, you know, the last few days, I would say Mooch has been sleeping on the electric blankets and Kamiko's been on his bed here.
It's colder.
Every time I say his name, he lifts his head a little bit. Tucked back in.
Yeah, it's getting cold, so...
Aw, Sarah has a purring cat. Oh, she said she posted something. We got 5 minutes. Let me see if I can find it. Oh my god. He is adorable. I see there's other stuff. I see notifications. I'll go approve everything. Right now we're talking about cats. Sarah says, this is Chef. Oh, I love his name. He's staying with us for a couple of days while his mom is home from college. He likes the perch we made in the window. Oh, and he's snuggling on your lap right now. He's very adorable. Super cute orange boy. Heel the Husky has joined the RFS fam. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate it. Enjoy all the podcasts and things and stuff.
There's still a video I put up, what was it, like Friday, I think, just a few days ago. There was another vlog of.
Yes. Brittany says, does Mooch has his warm toy? Are you talking about the little unicorn? I don't want to bring it over here because it's got cat hair on it. That is there, yes.
Here's the problem about the unicorn, if that's what you're talking about. Here's the problem about the unicorn. Soon as I put it, soon as Mooch hears the, he'll be sleeping, and I'll grab it, and as soon as he hears the microwave toggle, he's like, food! As soon as you put it in there, it's got like corn or something in it. So it smells like popcorn, and he's like, food! So anytime I warm this up, he thinks it's food.
No, really, don't wave it around too much.
Was that what you said?
Yeah, there's hair going everywhere. Shannon says it smells so good in my house right now from the shrooms, onion, thyme, garlic, and butter mix I have roasting in the oven for tomorrow's stuffing. Yum.
That would be the menace on my desk.
No.
He looks like he wants down.
Yeah. Or like in the mixing bowl. Let me check the time. 5 minutes. Heel the Husky is cooking 2 pies, apple and cherry. Yum.
That sounds good.
We're not doing any pies this year. Sometimes I do apple pie, but no, we're just doing pumpkin roll, which my mom was telling me today she's very excited for pumpkin roll. She's
yeah,
like, I only get it once a year. But like, when else do you want pumpkin flavored things?
That's true.
She also said she's not a fan of any pumpkin desserts except for pumpkin roll. Oh, good job, Jess. She says she's not cooking anything, just going to enjoy dinner, which is kind of nice. Brittany says, hopefully you could review a heated pet bed for Mooch. So I've looked into them. I follow one person in particular on Instagram who has an older cat like Mooch and takes care of them with heating beds and stuff. When you look at them to buy them, the reviews are so all over the place with like, it doesn't work at all, or it got too hot for my cat, which of course people with bad reviews are going to post a review more often than people who just enjoy it and move on with their life. But I'm scared it's gonna get too hot. I have an electric throw blanket, like for me on the couch, and you know, Mooch loves to snuggle me, so that's pretty much just what he uses. How do you get the white hair Dan egghead? Your egghead logo will change the longer you've been a member. So you just signed up with this, like re-signed up or whatever, so you've got the first version. The longer you're a member, the more it'll change. I don't know, there's a bunch of them. That's a Dan question.
Yeah, they let me upload photos. It'll be like 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, 24, 36, 42 for some reason, or 48 maybe. So then I can upload pictures for those. So I think that gold head one's a lot. I think that one's.
No, the gold head she just. Maybe it keeps track though. The blue-haired one is like long time.
I'm not sure. I do like going back to the blanket thing. I do like the fact that we have the electric throw blanket. It goes over like 2 seats of the couch, and then another blanket over it, and then Kumiko and Mooch lay on that.
Yes.
And it keeps them warm, so that makes me happy. The rest of the cats can lay on my bed pretty much. Yeah, but I make sure that they're temperature controlled. I was looking. Sorry, there's something else. Okay. I was looking today for like maybe the things that you put your feet in to keep you warm at your desk, and I was like, no. Then I was like, oh, there's like a fatigue mat that you can put your feet on that plugs in and it keeps warm. And then I saw like the reviews. You said beat all over the place. Some people loved them. Some people showed like the burn mark from it, like gonna catch on fire. I'm like,
yeah, it's scary. And again, of course, someone with a bad experience is more likely to leave a review. But it's scary, and especially when you're talking about your old man cat. Like, I don't want him to get burned.
Yeah,
I'm okay if it's
fine.
me, but
Right.
like, I don't want him to get burned. Morgan says her egg Dan is a century egg Dan.
Oh yeah, it's a century egg. I love it.
It must keep track because I have the gold one and it's been a little over 2 years.
Yeah.
Yes, it does keep track.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't do that ourselves.
The other one that's blue, like the one Brittany has, and the one that Jess has, is 36.
Yeah, that's what Brittany said, 36 plus nuts.
The other day, I don't think there was one. I don't know. The other day, I went in there to add Mama Cat's emoji, and when I did, it showed blank for 36. And I have 6 more months to do another one for 48. So I went and added it. I'm like, oh my gosh, like that crept up on me.
Brittany says they have beds that aren't electric that use the cat's heat to be more warm. Yeah, the self-heating or self-warming or something.
But that's what
I think at least one of the ones we have are. But yeah, Mooch just wants to be like on a human. Yes, he wants warm. Mostly he wants a human. So yeah, if we're home, he will be on us. Oh, I should turn on the oven. Thanks for Auntie Ange for putting all the stuff up there so I saw the oven one. We're going to go at 375 for this one. Nikki, thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you, Nikki.
Yeah, she says, we're not having turkey. Mom doesn't want to deal with cooking that and sides this year, so herb, butter, roast chicken, mashed taters, stuffing, corn, and green beans. Sounds good enough.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. This year we decided not to do like a whole, like we have most of our stuffs in cans are instant made because I'm like,
yes.
Let's just eat and be done. Like,
absolutely.
Let's eat and be done.
You're making a turkey, like fresh turkey.
I'm
making the pumpkin roll. For the stuffing, I don't like anything but stovetop stuffing, so we always just do stovetop. It's got good flavoring. I have and I usually do make homemade mashed potatoes. I don't feel like going through all that effort this year. I don't really want mashed potatoes because we do sweet potatoes. I freaking love sweet potatoes. So yeah, you got a bag of like powdered mashed potatoes, I guess.
Yeah,
instant mashed potatoes.
That's fine. I don't want to peel potatoes or do anything. I just want to open up my mouth and insert food.
I think the most effort we're putting into anything is the sweet potatoes that I have to. I'll throw them in the mixer to mash them up a little bit because they're canned. I'm not gonna start fresh. We're not doing anything fresh this year. There's been years we've done like all the stuff. We did cranberry sauce fresh. Nope, this year it's out of the can with the lines on the side. Oh my god, I saw somebody took one out. I sent it to Terry and we were like just cringing over it. So she takes it out of the can and it's, can shaped, and she takes the apple slicer and slices it.
Nuh-uh.
And then it looks like little hot dogs.
Can we do it?
No!
I have an apple slicer. Let's do it right now.
No. I will cut you a slice and you can apple slicer it. You
Terry.
absolutely cannot. No, she was just as offended as I was. No, that stuff has to be sliced. No apple slicer. Absolutely not.
My doctor called me today to tell me about my blood work and stuff, and then she's all like, "But don't start it until after Thanksgiving." She's like,
they know.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, they know.
Amanda, I'm sorry I missed your chat. It got off the screen while I was distracted because squirrel. Thank you so much for being a member. Long enough to have an Iceman Dan. That's what I'm going to call him.
I thought we said it was a 1,000-year-old Dan. I can make the other 1,000-year-old Dan. I'll color it like that green color, like of that 100-year-old egg, that
yeah,
they see.
Century
egg.
egg.
I'll do the next one like a century egg.
She says, happy Gobble Gobble Day to all the people in the U.S. For anyone else, enjoy your Thursday. Hopefully the Sandman will be my friend tonight. I'm so tired. Oh, I'm sorry, friend. I hope you get good rest.
Hi, Amanda.
I ranted too much. I'm a little raspy.
That's because you need to do more raving with your voice instead of ranting. It's equal balance.
Probably.
And Nikki, thank you again for the super chat. Hannah says, let's go Red Wings. What's the score of your game? I'm still down 1-0 in the third against the first place of my division, Rangers.
All right, if you can see in here, which it's very orangey looking, they're very foamy. We're good to go on that. We are going to gradually beat in the sugar. And you know what? I think this recipe is a little bit different than the one I normally use. So I've been making this for so long that it's the second recipe in my dessert section. And I could not find the actual recipe that I use, but this was the closest one. I don't remember what the difference was exactly.
Wow.
Oh, 6 ounces of cream cheese instead of 8 ounces of cream cheese, which I don't think makes that much of a difference. And my recipe, no, that's the same. Yeah, I think that might be the only thing that's different. Teaspoon of baking powder, lemon juice. Maybe I'll make it with the whole box of cream cheese. What am I going to do with 2 ounces of cream cheese?
I mean, I already took down a box of cream cheese.
Chris says, this morning in a dead sleep, Amanda shoved me and said, "You're late," followed by, "Oh, it's only 4 a.m. Oh, man. Like, 2 weeks ago, Dan did that on a Saturday. He's like, "You have to get up." And I said, "Why?" And he said, "Because it's 7:30. And I said, "Dan, it's Saturday. Don't try to wake me up on a Saturday." I know it's Saturday.
Hey,
I don't always know when it's time to get up, but I know when it's Saturday and I don't have to get up.
I woke up, looked over, like, "You're late! You're late!"
I was most certainly not late, and I went back to sleep for like 4 more hours.
Shoot it!
Sir, you can watch hockey, you cannot commentate.
I know, sorry, it's just like 3
We're
minutes.
baking here! Alright, so we add the sugar, we're gonna do some pumpkin puree. Nope. I hate can openers. Everything should be a pop top.
Outside, no.
Do people wake up on Saturdays? I mean, not in the morning. I do not. Dan Terry says, Dan, Randy Orton. I don't know what that means.
Oh, is he back? Is he back from injury? I knew he was getting ready to come back. I knew he was getting ready to come back, but I don't know how healthy he really is, though.
Liz, I am with you. I live for my days off so I can sleep in. Just waking up naturally feels so good, not getting up to an alarm clock. That's not natural. Nobody should have to wake up to an alarm clock.
If you hear Kat hacking, which one's that? Roxy. Roxy's trying to figure it out.
Which one's that? Don't ever feel bad when you don't know which cat of ours you are looking at, because it still happens here every once in a while. They are getting much easier to tell apart, though, just at first glance. Their behavior is different. Like the way they react to us as humans in their space. And obviously the size difference. If you follow RFS Cats and saw the picture I posted of the twins at the front door, you can see how much bigger Baxter is than Roxy.
There might be a hairball coming up. Alright, that's right. It's going to be War Games for Rumble in the Jungle this weekend.
Woohoo!
Survivor Series. Ali has to learn not to wake me up and leave me alone until I do wake up. Not our cats.
No, luckily Dan is a lighter sleeper than I am and tends to wake up earlier, so I usually don't get bothered. If Mooch comes over and tries to bother me, like, instinctively in my sleep, I just scoop him up and snuggle, like, spoon him and put him under the blankets, and we just go back to sleep. Good news, Dan. There's enough pumpkin to make another pumpkin roll.
Nice. Morgan says she naturally birthed alarm clocks.
Oh, yeah, you did it wrong. That is unfortunate. Luckily, when Blake was little, it was never like, "Don't wake me up," but like, he never really woke me up. If I was the only option and Dan wasn't here, he would. But he would always go to Dan's side of the bed and say, Dad, I'm awake. And I would hear it, but not register it. Not my problem. Small children are not my problem before I'm awake at all. How many cups of pumpkin is that? No cups. It is 2/3 of a cup. So we did 3 eggs, a cup of sugar, and 2/3 cup of pumpkin puree. Not much, but it's enough. This is not super pumpkin-y like a pumpkin pie. It's just enough pumpkin, and then it's got the filling in it that balances out the flavor. It's good stuff. You can find the recipe, by the way, on the Getting Baked with Crystal Pinterest page. That's got the full recipe. It's linked there, because all the recipes I make on the show are something I found on somebody's blog that we're trying out. So everything is linked on there. So make a Pinterest if you don't have one. And there's a board on there called Recipes I Made on the Show, and newest ones are at the top. So you can scroll through there and find anything I've ever made on the show. And then I make a recipe card with all the ingredients, so you guys can prep and get your ingredients ahead of time, but that does not have the directions on how to make it. You'll have to go to Pinterest for that. Or the link is posted on Facebook when I post on the Guinea Pig Crystal group page. The link directly to the blog is on there, so you can find the recipe, you can bookmark that, and do what you gotta do.
Roxy really loves Tilly.
She does. She was very fascinated. We were watching something last night on ABC, and ABC was advertising on their app, their free National Geographic channel that you can watch without signing in. And every time the commercial popped up on the screen and there was like lions and things, all kinds of like wild animals, she was so fascinated just staring at the screen. Amanda says, I've entered the adulting and cannot seem to sleep past 7 a.m. on the weekends. Oh, friend, I am so sorry. I will make it work. AJ requested donuts for breakfast. So he and Chris can fend for themselves, and I am sleeping. Perfect. Perfect. Chris can go get him donuts. Lily CK wants to know if anyone has tried Miracle Berry. Tried it today at culinary school, and it was strange. Half sweet and half sour at the same time. Kind of weird. That's the one where you eat it, and then everything tastes sweet, right? We ordered them one time, and then we're like, this is before Dan did food reviews, we were like scared to take them. Like, it was weird, and like, not, I don't know. It was an unknown, and we were kind of concerned about it, so we never ate them, and then it was like a decade, and we threw them away. Shannon says, thankfully the ones I birthed are teenagers now and like to sleep in like me. I swear to you, the day Blake turned 13, he started sleeping till noon. Like, he's like, I'm a teenager now, I guess I sleep till noon. Best thing that ever happened. He did, you know, once they get to a certain age, like, I don't know, what was Blake, like 7 maybe?
Yeah.
Where, not in his bedroom, but in the other bedroom before it was a storage room, we set up a TV and we had it as a playroom. All his toys were in there, his bedroom just had his bed and his dresser. And the other room had everything. We taught him how to turn on the TV and said, when you get up, like, it was something like, don't get out of bed before 6. Like, you have to sleep. You can't wake up at 4 in the morning and go watch TV. But when you get up, just go in there and turn on the TV, close the door, and do your thing. That was the second best thing that ever happened. All right, we need a teaspoon of lemon juice added to this. Netflix is going up to $23 a month. Done with that. We pay for all the things except Netflix and share it with Jason, and Jason pays for the Netflix, and I have told him at any time that you want to cancel, I'm okay with that. Look, it's not that important. We've got all kinds of other things. I think everything else we have doesn't even add up to $23 a month. Oh. Close enough. Lily CK says, yes, it's weird at first, but fun. You should try that. Yeah, we should. Ooh, Morgan says her Disney Plus went up to $60. Ouch.
What? Mine was,
we get Disney Plus, Hulu Plus, and ESPN Plus. We have Verizon for our cell phones, and you get all those free with your phone bill, which when we switched to Verizon, the bill went down from AT&T anyway.
My phone bill is $117.
Yeah, $117 a month, and we get all 3 of those free. So maybe you should consider switching to Verizon. It might be cheaper for all your watching things. How are you still sharing it with Jason? Wilton, I have no idea. It's been forever since they said you weren't going to be able to share. I don't know if he's tried to log in and had issues, but we had some weird stuff where the login is under my name, but somebody hacked our account and replaced, or like got rid of all of the profiles, and the only one that was left was Sandy's, his wife. And so when he called and tried to sort that out with Netflix, they couldn't restore anything, but they were able to make Sandy's the main profile. So the emails come to me, but they're addressed to Sandy, but Jason pays the bill. So they might just be confused about who actually has it. I don't know. We're watching it no problem, and I don't know if that's because it's my login, and maybe he hasn't tried to log in, and we primarily watch it here because they don't watch a lot of TV, because, you know, small children. But, yeah, I have no idea. I should ask him if he has tried to log in lately and has had issues. Husky Mom Veronica says, hello, let's get baked. I'm late. No worries, friend. We're just getting started, honestly. Hannah says, if I hadn't just upgraded my phone, I'd probably switch providers. Yeah, I don't know what. Oh, we switched. I think AT&T was just giving us a headache. Jess is in an old rollover Verizon account, so she can't do it. But her account is cheaper. That's a reason to stay. Yeah, we had it for a while, and then all of a sudden they were like, "Hey, you get this free stuff," and we lowered our bill by getting. I don't know what it is, but it makes it say UW by the 5G, and it's supposed to be better internet.
We got they upgraded us to the next tier up, which is the fastest.
Yes, which call every once in a while or go online and check your tiers, because AT&T forever was charging us for, like, we had the low plan with like 2 gigs or something that we shared, and then at some point they got rid of that, and that became like, I don't know, whatever, 10 gigs, and nobody told us. So this whole time we were paying the same amount, but they don't automatically upgrade you. You have to go tell them. So check every once in a while and see if they've changed their like plan descriptions, because AT&T will rip you off and they don't care. And their only compensation is, we'll give you $10 off your next bill, despite the fact that you've been getting ripped off this entire time. So maybe that's why we switched from AT&T. They pissed me off. Don't piss me off. As we learned earlier in the show, I hold a grudge. What are you doing?
Eating.
Scrounging chicken?
Yeah, it's like food time.
Alright, let's see what's going on here. Yes, it's the same on both. 3/4 cup all-purpose flour. We're just going to mix our dry ingredients together so they mix in to each other before we add it to our wet ingredients. 3. Beer Bug says, I have Verizon prepaid. I wonder if I get any of that stuff. I don't know. Look into it. Oh, Hannah, I can tell because the TV's off. Hard out. Done. All right, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Excuse me. What are we doing? This doesn't give me enough instructions. Okay. Flour, baking powder, cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and salt. Laura says, it's a beautiful kitchen you have. Why, thank you. We only had to have a bunch of water damage and live without a kitchen for like a month and a half to get it.
Better to see you with.
All right, teaspoon of baking powder. Teaspoon of cinnamon. Is that you or the cats? Thank you guys, thank you. All right, and a teaspoon of ginger.
That's plenty.
You shut your mouth. Wilton says, I have AT&T. This last summer we got unlimited cellular because we had limited. When we went to Canada, we had to pay for having internet out of the States. Oh, did you? I learned when my boss went to another country, and then Dan did it with Verizon. Big ups to Verizon for this. You called and they said there was no issue, right?
Correct.
But my boss went to like other countries on the other side of the world, and if you call and let them know like, hey, this is where I'm gonna be, instead of getting like the roaming charges and stuff, they'll just, I think it costs them like $10 to be able to use it. Like you turn on something and okay, it's from this date to this date, and then you have it for like $10, and then that's the end of that.
They told me to flick some sort of button on my phone, and then I restarted my phone, and then I thought no.
Yes, we did have to flick something on his phone, check some
charges.
box. Yeah, there was no charges for Dan, so that's weird, Wilton. You might want to check with them next time you go to Canada. Morgan says, I thought the Disney Plus was going to include Hulu, but it's separate. Boo, at least 10 people can watch at a time, so it might as well be unlimited people. Yeah, that's a plus. But yeah, look into Verizon next time your phone plan is up if you don't already have them, or if you do, give them a call and see what's up with that free bundle.
Hey, Steve, I tried to watch season 2, episode 1 of Shorzy, and like, I couldn't do it. Did you tell me something happens or it gets better, or it's help.
Steve says his carrier has a thing where he pays X amount a day and uses his phone in the States. I feel like it's $10 a day. That's what happens when you have free healthcare. Then you pay $10 a day to use your phone in the country that does not. Yeah, I think my boss paid, it was like $10 or $20 total for the whole time he was there. And he was there for like a month. Steve says he hasn't even watched it, Dan.
Alright.
No, we have not watched Barbie yet.
We're getting closer by the day, though. We're getting closer by the day because now it's starting to pop up on our services.
You always like to move the camera in my way. Alright, let's get this freshly mixed because it's a little foamy on top. I was going to get to that. Whoa. What are you doing?
Write her down.
Wilton says Barbie, you're not a Barbie girl, Wilton? Come on.
It's because she's not in a Barbie world. Alright, so... Yes, we are pouring this into here. So this makes much less cake batter than like a normal cake, but you're only making, I don't know, half an inch of cake or something? Steve says if you haven't watched it, by the time you go to Novi, we're watching it in the hotel room. Clockwork Orange style, if it comes to it. Do you remember Clockwork Orange? When his eyes are like held open with the metal things to make him watch it?
And then scissors?
That's different. That's a whole different scene.
I only saw it one time. You showed it to me like, probably been like 10 years now.
Maybe we'll watch it again soon. You know how many things are on our maybe we'll watch it again soon? We need to watch Dolly Parton's 9 to 5, because apparently Dan's never seen that and does not understand the references when I threaten to 9 to 5 people. Because, again, I hold grudges. And Nana, or whoever is typing in Nana's family, says, that always trips me out how little batter it makes. Yeah, but it's enough. Because you're going to roll it up. It's going to make a big cake. But yeah, do not be alarmed. It does not make very much batter at all. Also, we're not trying to be entertaining on the internet, so ours just went in the oven. Good job. It takes so much longer to bake when you're trying to be entertaining and talk to all your friends while you're making the things. So much easier. Amanda, I don't know what you're talking about. I got a mini wish. A mini wish? Can you clarify? A few days ago, and I used it today. I loved it. What's a mini wish? Is there a typo, or do I not know what a mini wish is?
We might be coming into a Ninja Creamy.
There may be more ice cream than I can eat in our future.
I used to have a really good friend that was so into the Ninja Creamy.
You used to have a friend, or you used to have a friend that was into the Ninja Creamy?
I used to have a friend that was into the Ninja Creamy.
Yeah, has it gone the way of the
my God.
Instapot and whatever other
She's so
fad things?
She's got a whole droid department now. There's a crock pot. It's like the evolution on a t-shirt. Jess, it should be the crock pot, the Instapot, the air fryer, and the freeze dryer. And it gets bigger.
Thank you, Amanda. I thought that was what you meant, but I was like, did she get like wishes made for her?
Yes.
She got a mini whisk, or as Dan would say, a wisp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love. Look, I have. What do I have? Like at least a half a dozen different whisks in at least like 4 different sizes, and I will pick the right whisk for the job. I love having different sizes.
Jess, what attachments do I need for my creamy to make more creamies?
I just want to make all the things.
Oh, pineapple in the freeze dryer again. You should bring me some. Dude, put pepperoni in the oh, no, it's fatty.
Jess said she just made ice cream last week, and she uses her Instapot at least once a week and her air fryer. You need containers. Yeah, I'm not sure whether it comes whether the one that is possibly coming here comes with anything. I think it's called sugar or something.
It does not.
I saw some of them, like when I was looking at them on Amazon, they come with 2 pints. Is that not the case?
I don't know, but I didn't realize I was just housing the pepperoni.
You are, and it's kind of noisy.
Until Hannah said it. Sorry, I was snacking and I forgot it was that.
Shannon just used the Instapot to make eggs for deviled eggs and used the air fryer more than the oven. We absolutely use our air fryer. Like, last night I just washed it and put it away because we got a show tonight. Almost daily. That thing pretty much just lives here on the counter when we're not doing shows.
It's about to not be.
To not be what?
Living on the counter.
Oh, yeah. Dan's doctor said he needs to eat healthier.
I got in trouble.
Gregory says, I too have a mini whisk that I use for scrambling eggs. It's great, because a big whisk would just make a mess, right? The mini one is perfect. They come in so many different sizes. It's amazing.
I'm a fork guy.
I do mix my eggs with a fork.
I like the fork. The whisks don't work well enough for me. But I use a fork. That's because you're getting old, dog. I know, right, Morgan?
It sneaks up on you. It's really not fair. What are you doing? There's like remnants of 5 different foods out here. Are you just...
There's the pepperonis.
Yeah, they go in the fridge, not on my Biscoff cookies. Chris says it isn't the size of the whisk, it's how you shake it. Oh, Chris. Alright, so I tried this out, I think last year might have been the first time I did this. Maybe the year before. Come on. I keep tearing the things on the... What's going on? Why are you not tearing? The parchment paper underneath it makes it so much easier.
I got pickle on it.
Sorry? This is not right. But yeah, it makes it absolutely so much easier. Can I have a writing utensil of some sort?
Oh yeah, like a pen?
Sure. It's going to be easier if I make a mark and then try to cut it than to try to cut it in my pan.
These are the good pens, so be careful.
It wasn't even lined up when I did that. Stop moving! Let's try that again.
Is there a taco truck out there?
It is, because I smelled it.
I don't see it.
Somebody was making something and I could smell it. Maybe just the neighbors were making tacos. Sarah says her legs are getting sore from being in the same, and then I'm assuming the cat swiped the phone out of her hand. If you have a cat on your lap, cat rule is it does not matter how much your legs fall asleep or you have to pee or anything else, you stay there until the cat is done. Sorry. I don't make the rules, I just abide by them. Amanda says, I now have a baking drawer that holds all the baking utensils, then a baking big drawer that holds all the ingredients to bake with. I deep spring winter cleaned the kitchen like crazy last weekend. Awesome. I was getting stuff out of my baking cupboard today going, oh man, I need to clean this thing out. I'm in and out of it so often and it just gets so messy and crammed with stuff. But my baking cupboard is my favorite part of this kitchen. It really is great. And it didn't occur to me until I was at my mom's house and we were trying to make something. I'm like, where's your baking cupboard? Which was the baking cupboard? And she's like, I don't know, here. And she's got like flour and sugar and maybe some baking soda. Like, oh yeah, not everybody is as obsessed with baking as I am and keeps a whole baking cupboard full of baking ingredients on hand so you can make anything at a moment's notice. Which I've done many times when you often request, like, I would like to have a chocolate cake, and then I just whip up a chocolate cake.
Yes, and...
F-Vance says, I've always wondered how you always seem to get straight parchment paper. I usually just put up with jagged edges. Nope. Scissors. Make a line, scissors. How many times is Dan gonna snack tonight? All the times.
Take a drink every time Dan...
Don't take a drink every time Dan eats, because you'll be drunk. He's snacking on trail mix now.
I don't want to get lost.
Let's see, there's been chicken. What else did you have?
Breadsticks. The 2 breadsticks.
Oh yeah, you ate it. Since I've been home at exactly 5 o'clock, even though I thought we were going home early, you had the 2 breadsticks. You ate them both?
I ate them both.
Pepperoni, trail mix, chicken, Were you eating salad with
It was
that?
a
or
chicken.
just...
Yeah, I put like there was a little bit of chicken and there was a little bit of salad, so about that.
Gotcha.
Smaller than your pasta portion. Trail mix a
No.
pickle. Trail mix a pickle, and at some point I'll probably make a sandwich.
You know, if you just made the sandwich first, you would probably feel less of a need to snack on all the everything.
I didn't eat much though. Like I went out in public and I was so good. I was craving the mayonnaise taste from the sourdough Jack at Jack in the Box, but I didn't want to pay almost $7 for one.
That's reasonable.
So I
Was
came
the crystal
home-
on your shoulder going, we have food at home?
I came home and finished chicken.
Dora says, I thought that was the drinking game tonight. I feel pretty good. Thanks, Dan.
No problem, friend.
Now, someone needs to cut down on his snacking. That's what his doctor said, but then she told him, go ham this weekend, so he is. Brittany misses Dan eating Mario SpaghettiOs from the can on the floor. Those were the days.
Oh, you got this.
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, watch out.
No.
Leave it unattended. Dan might eat it. Alright, so you just pour it on here. I usually pour in the middle and then use my rubber spatula to get it all to the ends.
Dude, this sucks. It feels like a pack pellet. Like I'm ready to eat more food.
Don't get too eager on this. You don't get to eat this until tomorrow. Dan, there's lemon cream cheese coffee cake in there. Have you eaten any of that this week? Even though it's like your favorite thing that I make. No, I didn't mean for you to eat right now.
Oh, you sure?
I'm not your mom. You can eat what you want, but I don't want to hear any complaining later.
I'm not your mom.
I'm just going to tell you to shut it later. And on top of all that, he looked out the window and said, is the taco truck here? Welcome to Dan. I am not his mom, but I very often tell him, like, you probably should not eat that. And now my boss has to go on a diet as well. He has to have a surgery at the beginning of the year, so he has to go on a diet and lose like 20 pounds before he can have the surgery. So now I have to make sure he's eating what he's supposed to be eating. And someone tried to give him a candy the other day, and he tried to say no, and I was in the back of the office, and I was coming around the corner, and I heard him try to say no, and the guy was like, come on, just have one. And he was like, okay, and he took it, and I walked around the corner, and I said, Joe! And he said, you're right, and he handed it back. Don't tell me you gotta be on a diet. Much like I hold grudges, I also don't forget. And I will hold you. I won't hold me to the diet, but I will hold you to the diet. What are you snacking on now? My Persian candy?
Yeah.
Why are you laughing? It's Persian.
No, I am.
Because you're snacking again?
Yeah.
Did Dan skip lunch?
I don't remember what
I don't know. He's been eating all day. Does that count?
I ate like one row of Hawaiian roll.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Dan, that's for Thanksgiving.
No, but I only ate a horizontal row. I didn't eat a vertical row.
You're not even supposed to open any of the Thanksgiving stuff until Thanksgiving.
I tricked Crystal into ordering into getting a 24 pack.
I'm not buying you anymore.
You don't have to. I already Hawaiian roll tricked you because I told you to get the big one. So then I ate that roll across where I opened them up. Like I would get up out of my seat in between editing and I'd open up a roll and I'd shove chicken from Popeyes in there. And then I put ketchup on it and I shoved it in my mouth. So I had like 4 little sliders. Just 4. But there's so many more rolls though because I got the 24 pack. I had this all planned out. I've had this all planned out since the Popeyes got here.
Alexa, set a 15-minute timer.
15
All right.
minutes.
In the oven at 375 for 15 minutes. Hannah says, yeah, Crystal kept me from drinking for a year. Yeah, tell me the thing you're not supposed to do, and then every time you try to do it, I will yell at you. I will talk down to you and be disappointed in you. Every time. So I was going to read that and it disappears. Terry says, leftover Hawaiian rolls as French toast.
No.
That's cute that you think there's going to be leftover Hawaiian rolls,
that's
Terry.
for my turkey.
No, there might not even be Hawaiian rolls tomorrow night. Are you kidding? I wouldn't be surprised if he gets up in the night and eats them all. Cat Calf says, hey, lovely humans, have you guys thought of going on Shark Tanks? If yes, why? Well, no, because I haven't invented anything. But if I did, then maybe.
Would you go in a Shark Tank? In a cage?
Yeah. Absolutely not. No, I'm not gonna do anything. What were we watching?
Oh, Jackass, some Jackass Shark Week special.
No, we were watching the skydiving on Jackass when they were making the guy that like had only been in the plane once and cried the whole time, jump out of the plane, and he was not happy, and I decided that's not something I need to do in my life. I bungee jumped. Check. When I was like 19 and still thought I was invincible, and now I no longer want to do anything like that. Have no desire. Hilton says, it's too bad you live 3 trillion miles away, or you could make sure I don't eat bad things. I would too. I would yell at you every time. You really need that? I was yelling at Joe so much, and my mom was like, I'll get you a salad down at the corner. I'll have them put grilled chicken in it. And I'm like, grilled chicken ain't healthy when you get it from the restaurant. You know why it's so much better than when you grill it at home? Because they put a bunch of butter and whatever else in it to make it taste good? Yeah, it's grilled, but it's not healthy. No, absolutely not. The salad is not so bad if you get the dressing on the side. But no, don't go to a restaurant and think you're eating healthy. It's pretty much 99% of restaurants you're not eating healthy, even if you get the healthy option. Not happening. I will yell at you. Cat Cap says, do a business. I have no desire to bake as a business, like, for a living at all. Plus, I live with 9 cats. Nobody wants to eat my food. No, I don't trust being able to cook in a house with 9 cats well enough to sell it and not have you get cat hair in it. If you come to my house and want to take that risk of eating my food that there may be cat hair or crystal hair in it, by all means, come eat my food. But no, this house would not be certified to sell things out of in any world. Not happening at all. Hey, Dan.
Yeah?
Lily wants to know what happens if you eat too much pumpkin.
I don't know what happens if you eat too much pumpkin.
You get autumn ache. Like autumn?
Oh my gosh.
It works better when you see it, but autumn ache?
Tummy ache? Oh.
And you know what's healthy? Sourdough. Actually, it's not, Steve. When Blake had to eat healthier for his fatty liver issue, which he made a huge difference in his levels of whatever, sourdough is actually the worst bread option with like the most carbs and stuff. So good try. Very good try. Trying to help a friend get a bread business off the ground. It's a lot of work. Yeah, getting any business off the ground is so much work. You think like, this is amazing. Everybody's going to want it. Yeah, in theory, everybody's going to want it. But like, to get people to actually hand over their money for things is a little trickier, even if it is delicious. Although every single picture I've seen of all the bread that she makes looks amazing. And I don't even like sourdough. I probably would not enjoy any of it. Maybe some of the stuff like chocolate sourdough. How sourdoughy does it taste? I don't know. Maybe I'd try it. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard work. No one will agree on what is healthy and what is not. Keto, eggs are bad, no sugar's bad, no chicken is bad, no red meat is bad. Yeah, absolutely. If your doctor tells you, like Blake had to cut his carbs and stuff, absolutely do what your doctor tells you. But look, eating healthy is healthy. Eat vegetables, eat protein, eat fruit, minimally fruit. But yeah, otherwise just enjoy your life. What about sushi? I don't know. I don't eat that stuff. Terry says there's so much behind the scenes too. This is wild. Yeah, Terry's trying to get a donut business off the ground. And yeah, there's a lot. You don't just like make donuts and then people come to your door and want to buy them, even if they're delicious. Doesn't matter. Like, you have to market. You have to get the word out there. You have to convince people to spend their money. Hannah says, I want all your food. Come over, friend. I'll feed you. Mostly just snacks. I'm not very good at making dinner. Has Dan tried a turkey costume yet? That would be funny. Friend, go watch last year around this same time. I think we did an episode of Dan Takes with Dan in a turkey costume. You need to go watch some past episodes.
Was I in a turkey costume?
We've done all the things, yes. No, this is not a new shirt. This is actually, I was thinking I should get a new one because I'm kind of outgrowing this one, and I was trying to stretch it out a little bit because I've been eating all the snacks. You can go to redbubble.com and type in Getting Baked with Crystal and buy yourself one of these. I made it myself. I made this logo right here all by myself. As much as I work on recipes, I'm figuring out the brain end of things. Yeah, it's a lot. Brittany says, I'll make the dinner. Crystal can make the snacks. Perfect, because I love a good dinner. I hate making dinner. I hate the steps of the ingredients. I love baking. It does not translate to me to cooking like actual meals. You should put a cooking hat on your shirt. But I don't wear a cooking hat. so it doesn't really go with my logo. I made this though all by myself with the color fade and the outline and the shading and all the stuff. I just learned how to do it myself. So food for DanCon is all set. Sweet. Where are we meeting? In my kitchen with the sweets. Owning your own business is hard work. I work harder owning my business than I did working for someone else, but I can do a lot of it from my home in my PJs. Yes, Dan says the same thing. Working for yourself is great because of the flexibility, but Dan works way more than I do at my 8 to 5 job. Like, he puts in more hours of working, and you don't go home and then like, oh, I can't do any work because it's at work. Like, work is at home and there's always something to be done. Amanda says, time to get AJ to bed. I'll most likely fall asleep. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Enjoy all the yummy food and be safe. Thanks for hanging out, friend, and I hope you can get some sleep. Sleep well. Get well rested. Yep, Jess says, I mean, working for yourself is great, but you work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Yeah, if you are in charge of what can be done, there's always something to be done. And nobody else is going to do it, so you might as well do it. And when you take a day off, no one covers for you, so you have to do twice as much when you get back. Yeah, every time Dan goes somewhere and is not editing videos, that's because he had to edit twice as many videos the week before he went somewhere to get things ready to go for the days he's not working. Like, the same amount of work still needs to be done, but you just have to do it. And even, years and years and years ago, we worked for a sticker making company making Rubik's Cube stickers. Many of you know that, some of you may not. Same thing, like, we could take a day off, but all those orders are still sitting there and I still have to make all those stickers when I come back. I don't get to relax. That's the biggest thing I love about my job now. Like, I'm not in charge of anything. Nothing is my problem at all. I'm fully capable of doing all the things that I do, and well, more than that. I can run an entire company because I've done it at 2 different companies. I don't want to. I'm like relaxing. I just answer phones. I say that all the time at work. I just answer phones. That's my responsibility. I take a week off work and I come back and I get right back into it, and there's nothing that like piled up while I was gone. It's great. Jess says, you can't just make dog treats and sell them unless you're doing it under cottage laws, and then it's not scalable. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. A lot. It sounds easy and it sounds great. And people ask me all the time, why don't you sell your snacks? 100 reasons. I enjoy baking when I feel like baking. And even doing this show once a week has cut me back on my baking, like, on my own. I pretty much only bake here with you guys. And then usually on Sunday I'll make something for me to have for breakfast. I'll make some sort of coffee cake or something for me to have throughout the week. But even just being required to be here, even of my own requirements, to be here once a week cuts back on my creativity outside of this with baking, and I pretty much just make things with you guys. What happened, Dan?
Oh, I'm coming back.
Did you eat too much food and now you can't stand up? Alright, so we have just 5 more minutes on that. Once that comes out, we are going to have to put it on a towel. Oh, I was going to try to do a tea towel, and I got those all clean. Oh. Never mind. I can't get to the tea towels. I did not plan ahead. They're in a different cupboard. The tea towel's in a different castle.
Can I try to get one again?
No, not at all. It's all the camera and everything would have to move, so no worries. I've done it on these a million times. I'll do it again.
I can.
Nope. The tea towel is flat, but it really doesn't make a difference. Like, this texture is not going to really translate to the cake. You're not going to notice it at all. So once it comes out, you're not going to let that cool. You're going to coat a towel with powdered sugar so it does not stick to the towel, and then flip it onto here and roll it up. You'll see. I'll do it. It'll be a thing. Oh, Hannah's going to get liquor because she stopping drinking. Sue says, we feel honored, Crystal. And that's the thing. Like, if I'm going to try something new, I might as well try it on the show, right? Like, otherwise I'm just going to tell you about it, and then if it's good, I'm going to want to make it on the show. So let's just do it on the show. So this is the part where I try to estimate how big the cake is. And you want to make sure, like, the whole surface area of where the cake is going to be is covered with powdered sugar so it does not stick. Yeah, it says, damn right I did, but seriously, after tonight I gotta stop for a while. I'll hold you to that. You know that I will. I'll judge you. Man, this is the worst. Do not get your powdered sugar at Aldi if you can help it. It's been so clumpy lately. Y'all know I love everything from Aldi, but man, their brown sugar is too wet, and their powdered sugar lately just has hard crystals in it. When I make the frosting, I'll do what I did last week and sift it to make sure none of that gets in there. Some of them just break apart when I push it. Some of them do not. Steve says, I'm completely out of booze. You're doing it wrong. Did Dan food coma himself? He may have. He did, like, carb load real quick. Alright, so this doesn't have to be a thick layer, just enough so that it doesn't stick. So once you kind of rub it in, you can do this and shake off the loose stuff. No, Dan's not asleep. I don't know what he's doing.
I'm right here.
Well, everybody wants to know where you went.
I'm right here. Do you need to see my flesh?
I don't. I can see your flesh. I know where you are. That's probably enough. I hope that's enough. We'll find out. We need a damn cam. Oh no, it's messy over there. I'm not. The house is a disaster when we're streaming. Anything that's not on camera that makes this area look nice and clean is over there. That's why I can't sell my baked goods, because there's a cat hair on my shirt. And if I hadn't seen it, it would have ended up in the dessert. Dan, I really have to pee because I had 3 glasses of, oh my god, they had peach raspberry tea. It was so good. So entertain the masses, don't make a mess of that.
Did they bring you the right size tea?
They refilled it 3 times.
Hi everybody, it's me. I was just sitting over there, petting my cat and just taking 5. You don't want a Dan cam. You shouldn't do that. What is this? Can I eat this? What if I dip my face in it? I can't. She'll be mad, huh? I miss Dan's crazy hair days. You have to watch those on the game show. Hello, Dan. Hi, Terry. Jordan says no. Okay, I won't do that then. Everybody in the chat's trying to get me to put my face.
Don't do it.
On the powder, just kind of like Mrs. Doubtfire style.
No. You know that because of you, every time I go to the restroom while we are streaming, I feel obligated to come out here and wash my hands where everybody can see that I'm washing my hands.
Yeah, well, just as long as Christine's here.
She was here earlier.
You gotta do it. Dan, are we ready for 2 days of fun? Absolutely. It's gonna be awesome. And leaving Danny the powdered sugar is a bad idea. They all.
Most things involving Dan unattended are bad ideas.
They all wanted me to do it.
Terry says it was all your idea.
She don't know. She's all like donut drunk. She's all drunk on donuts. She made donuts, but where's the holes?
She made donut holes.
Oh.
Did you even look at the picture, bro?
My bad.
Thanks, Dan. Alright, let's check it out.
I was talking to my doctor, called me on the phone and was like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "Hey." And then like a minute later, the ALEXA goes off and it's all like, "Don't forget to watch hockey," and it's yelling and I'm trying to push buttons and it's so loud and I'm sure the doctor's all like, "Oh my god, this idiot." But yeah, it was all screaming at me to watch hockey. So I know.
The last time my doctor called me on the phone, he sounded very unsure of himself. Like, very unconfident, which is not something you want in a doctor.
Me and my doctor, we go back and forth well. It was good conversation.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, we were just rapping. We're just, just rapping. I was like, what's up? I said, what's up, Doc? And she's like, bah, ha, 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 Bugs Bunny.
Not happen.
I've never heard that one before. Bah, ha, ha, ha. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I'm the one that's going to need to cut back on your comedy cholesterol.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, I'm the one prescribing you vitamin D, but you just gave...
No.
Wait a minute, no.
All right, so it's just about done. It looks pretty cooked, but it's a little tacky on the top, so I'm just letting it go like another minute or so.
How do you feel about this? Because sometimes like it works out really well. It has lately, but one time it like...
I think I've nailed it like the last few times, so I'm pretty confident. Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
Do you know why priests like donuts?
Wait, what?
Do you know why priests like donuts? Scott wants to know. You know.
Oh, no.
Don't go where you think you're going.
No, I don't know why don't priests like donuts.
Terry, I'm with you. Because they're holy.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. That's...
Brittany!
We got that one. Did you have wish for her? No, I was only on the phone. I called and I asked for it. I called to try to switch my phone to switch my in person to an on phone call, and like after they were done fumbling the phone for 15 minutes trying to figure out if that was possible, she called me, so she could probably hear my voice that I was full bushing. How do I get out of this conversation?
No, anything that goes on camera never goes away, Dan. Okay, you need to stay there because things are hot and you like to burn yourself. Alright, I think we're good. So, here's the thing. Oh, my hand says no. Nope.
Maybe you need the cat ones.
No, well, it's a little late. Sorry. I can't. My hand doesn't have the strength in it.
Well, what were you trying to do?
I was trying to bring it over here to
Oh, we can see it's a rectangle from here. You're good.
It's my show. Can you move this and like hold it here?
Mm-hmm.
Like so we can still see, but I have to set this down because my hand's trying to drop it.
Alright.
Don't get old, people. Alright, so here's the cake. Little bouncy. It does stick a little bit at the edges, and this is why we did the parchment paper, because there have been times when I made it where it stuck to the bottom and I couldn't flip it out of the pan.
The dough is long.
So I just kind of go around the edges, and you can see by looking at the edges, they're a little bit browner than the top. So it's very clearly done. And then I'm just going to do that all the way around the edges. I might have to put new baking sheets on the Christmas list. Something about a new baking sheet and the way it releases the cake much more easily. I just slide the knife like I'm poking downward. Are you getting a good shot of that? I'm just poking the knife vertically to
do it in slow motion.
Break it? Absolutely not. I'm trying to hurry. And then I'm just taking the knife and doing this just to make sure it's completely broken free of the edges. Almost done.
Is it free yet?
Just about.
What about the middle?
The middle has parchment paper, Dan.
Oh, nice.
Because I will never deal with stuck pumpkin roll ever again. Alright. So, you want to try to line it up with the edge of your towel. And flip it.
Oh, what a satisfying poof.
Perfectly.
So satisfying.
It's a little crooked, but there's a little room for moving it around a little bit. Now we just gotta hope this peels off cleanly. Perfect. Nope. I said perfect too soon.
Mr. Danny Dale says, do you have any of those oven rock shields so when you put your hand in, you don't accidentally touch the edge of the rack and burn yourself? That sounds like a cheat code for operation. But do you?
That would probably help Dan. No, I do not.
That looks nice.
You know, I burned myself in my toaster oven way more than I burned myself in the real oven. Always hitting myself on the toaster oven. Alright, so, much as we put the powdered sugar on the bottom so it doesn't stick, we're going to do the same thing on top, because you're going to roll it up, and the towel's going to be touching here, and then it's going to stick. So you just do another layer of powdered sugar here. Don't worry, there's plenty of powdered sugar in this recipe. I got a whole nother bag here. And it doesn't have to be a thick, solid layer, just enough that it's not going to stick. Get those stupid crunchy powdered sugar bits out. I don't know, like, have they been freezing it lately and too much moisture is getting in there? I don't know what's going on, but Aldi, you need to step up your powdered sugar game. All right, ready?
What are you doing? You didn't put no insides in it yet.
You don't put insides in it yet, Dan. Have you ever made a pumpkin roll?
I eat it.
I've made lots of pumpkin rolls. If you notice, I put it like maybe an inch or so back just so this little lip of the towel can cover the edge. And then you just roll it. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to unroll it and re-roll it.
How are you feeling? Does it feel good? It's not cracking?
It does feel good. It's nice and warm and moist.
And then what?
Then this holds the moisture in so it stays soft and warm.
What do we do with it?
And now we make our filling. We leave it right there.
Like time sensitive? Let's go.
Yes. So I should have done this while it was baking, but I'm going to wash this out real quick. Oh, I almost sloshed a bunch of soapy water onto your computer, Dan.
That's okay.
Is it?
Well, my computer's sloppy waterproof.
I don't know that it is.
Angela, welcome. Happy Wednesday, not Friday. Happy Wednesday night. I know there's a lot of people kicking themselves of not being here tonight. I forgot. I'll see that on the replay in the comments. I forgot.
Oh, you also, I did not see it until about 3:30, but you reminded me early to make the post early so people don't forget. Didn't see it till 3:30.
That's alright. I only had one chance to remind you, and then I was busy. It's perfectly
and
fine.
I had no chances to look, apparently.
It's okay. It's good. We're here. We're having a good time.
All right. Get in there. All right. So here we are going to start with, this is not very soft. Powdered sugar, cream cheese, butter, and vanilla. Okay. My butter didn't soften very much. Maybe I'll set it over here for a minute. Don't melt, just soften. All right, Dan, so my recipe is 6 ounces of cream cheese.
Okay.
This recipe says 8 ounces of cream cheese. Shall we try it with 8?
Sure. I mean, I ate a whole box of cream cheese in 2 days.
You did. Dan bought me the wrong cream cheese that did not qualify for my rebate that I needed to submit so that I could get a free turkey.
Is that 1 or 2?
That's 1.
Oh, I ate that all in like 2 days?
Yeah. So he got me a double pack when I needed a single pack of cream cheese. So he had to go back and get me a single box of cream cheese. So then we had 4 boxes of cream cheese, and he did not know what to do with them. Well, I did not know what to do with them, and he said, I know, I'll buy some ham. And so we did that appetizer thing where you take ham and you mix cream cheese with chopped jalapeno, or you can use like chilies or pickles or other things. And roll it up and slice it. So it's ham wrapped around cream cheese and jalapenos. And I think it's been 3 days and you ate them all.
Yeah.
You ate a block of cream cheese in 3 days.
They're so good.
You should be proud of yourself.
They're so like on the go too. It was like the pizza bagels. Like I just grabbed them and I was like grabbing and going.
You don't even have to like toast it or warm it or anything. Here you go.
No, they were so good. Nana, they were delicious. Nobody else in the house likes them, so I didn't have to share.
Yeah, Blake doesn't like ham. I don't eat ham. So, yeah, you housed it. My mom says she loves them, and there is a little bit of ham left, so I may make some more for tomorrow.
You might need to, because I ate them all. I'm sorry.
And yes. And cream cheese is a side dish. That's the sort of thing you're into. I prefer to mix mine with sugar, but you do you. And no, he doesn't eat it straight. It's wrapped around ham. Wait, ham's wrapped around it. I use dip mixes of cream cheese for chips and dip. Sounds so unhealthy. I love cream cheese. So unhealthy. Don't eat a box of cream cheese in 3 days. I love cucumber and cream cheese sushi rolls. Never had it. Sounds interesting. Now, Wilton says, I love ham rolls like that, except I've only had them made with green onions or pickles. I better try the jalapeno version sometime. We have a family friend that before she moved, we would go to her house every year for Christmas Eve, and that's where Dan first found them. And we've been going there since I was a kid, so before I stopped eating meat, I ate them, and it's some good stuff. Even if you're not a big fan of ham. I think she maybe uses the green chilies, but like for some reason we use jalapeno, which is a little crunchier, so maybe that's better and less mushy. I don't know, but try it. It's good stuff. Aunt Courtney suggests cream cheese with Hawaiian rolls. Interesting. Brittany likes bagel cream cheese with turkey and ham. Oh man, you should see me when I have a bagel. Like, it's weird to me that people put just like a thin layer of cream cheese on a bagel. Like, but what goes with your bagel though? Like, just a hint of flavor? Whole layer of cream cheese for me. I need all the cream cheese on the bagel. There we go. That works. All right. So we went ahead and did the 8 ounces of cream cheese. We're going to do a half a stick, 4 tablespoons of butter. And then to that, we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla and a cup of powdered sugar. Diced green chilies and cream cheese rolled in a tortilla works too. Same concept, no ham. The vegetarian version. I like the way you think. That butter was a little hard in the middle still. Oh well. Yeah, Brittany says a good centimeter of cream cheese on myself. Oh, at least. Yep, no such thing as a thin layer of cream cheese. Hannah, you get me. Yeah, it needs to be like thick and solid, and the whipped cream cheese. If I don't have whipped, I'll microwave it for a minute, like the regular cream cheese, so it's nice and soft. God, I love cream cheese. So good. Best topping on pretzels. Can't change my mind on that. Soft pretzels, all warm, with some warm cream cheese, all gooey. It's the best. All right, we're going to use some of this delicious pure vanilla extract that Hannah Willis sent us. And it is a teaspoon of vanilla. I don't think I have a clean teaspoon, though. Oh my god, Jess. I wonder if I have time to pull off the freeze-dried cream cheese bites before Novi. If you love me more than Dan, who forgot to bring me freeze-dried snacks, does, you will. Just saying.
They never even made it to my possession. Just was like behind the
counter.
counter.
Or even like...
filling up a big old bag,
before,
and then I just like walked out the door.
Before
Bye.
2 days of fun.
Bye.
Just saying. I like snacks. Oh, Mooch get to lick the cream cheese wrapper. He's knocked out dead asleep. I'm not going to risk it and wake him up at all. Because then he won't give up. So, if he wakes up on his own, he can have some. I'm not waking him up. But don't worry, there's more cream cheese to be had, because apparently I'm going to have to make more ham and cream cheese rolls for tomorrow. Alright, I am going to have to sift the chunks out of my stupid powdered sugar. Should have just got the name brand. C&H for the win. That's not going to be big enough. We're going to need a bigger bowl. Well, Mooch is on the move. What are you doing? Hey, sleepy boy. Here he comes. We said his name and cream cheese one too many times. And now he's here. Alright, hold on, buddy. Adele says, Muddy Buddy cookies. If I leave the icing sugar off, is it ruining them? I made a heap for a first birthday party, and I'm thinking the extra sugar is just not needed. Totally fine. I don't know if it's a popular thing in Australia, but out here, I was actually talking to Perfecto about it, because she wanted to make those cookies. It's popular to do just a peanut butter cookie with a Hershey Kiss set on top. It's pretty much the same thing. And a much easier way to make Muddy Buddy cookies, by the way. But good on you for making the Muddy Buddy cookies. They were a lot of work. But yeah, the powdered sugar, unnecessary. I think it's nice for the effect visually. I don't think you really taste, you know, you don't dose it, like it's not a whole layer of powdered sugar, so I don't think it really affects the taste as much as it would on actual Muddy Buddies. So yeah, if they're for kids, skip it. They won't even notice. It's still a good cookie. Chocolate and peanut butter is still a good combination. There's a bakery in Fort Worth that does a jalapeno croissant filled with more jalapeno and cream cheese. I'm in. I'm in. Kathy says, yes, it was so easy. Yeah. Yeah, just make a peanut butter cookie and stick that Hershey Kiss right in it. You can even bake it, I guess, with the Hershey Kiss, but you're not going to get the divot in it. But yeah, to have to make the cookie and then push the shape into it and then melt the chocolate and pour the chocolate in and try to make it level, I found that to be much more work than just a peanut butter cookie with a Hershey Kiss. So I don't think I will be making those again. Now I want a bagel and cream cheese on top of wanting chips and dip. We're just here for all your unhealthy cravings. Blake was asking for bagels and cream cheese like the week before his doctor told him he had to cut back on carbs. So like we got all worked up for bagels and cream cheese and then didn't get bagels and cream cheese.
There was an 80-pack at the Costco the other day.
An 80-pack of bagels?
Yeah.
I guess if you're having like a breakfast Christmas party. The problem is when we have bagels, then I just eat bagels, and it's just bread and cream cheese, and that's not good for you. Sarah says, I love those. We call them peanut butter blossoms. I knew they had a specific name other than peanut butter cookies with a Hershey Kiss stuck on top. But yeah, that's a very popular thing here. It's often included in Christmas spreads of cookies. You could also do peanut butter cookies and just throw some semi-sweet chocolate chips in them. Absolutely. The presentation on the Muddy Buddy cookies it's very beautiful. They look great, but nah, not worth the effort to me. They'd go stale before you could eat them all if they're just for you. Absolutely. You can freeze them though. They would freeze well enough. I do have some chunks in here, so I'm just gonna add a little more powdered sugar to make up for that little bit. How old is Mooch? My grumpy old man is 16 years old. He's an old man.
He's older than that now.
Well, yeah, he had his 16th birthday. He's not 17 yet, but he's 16 and some months. Yes, Mooch wants the cream cheese, but I have too much going on to just let Mooch have at it, so he's going to get as close as he can before he gets in trouble. I know you want it, Moo. You'll get some, don't worry. He's 16, he doesn't look 16. Oh, he does. He does look his age a little bit, but he's still feisty. He was playing the other night, so he's an old man. He doesn't really play anymore. He'll pick up the toy and just walk around screaming, like howling this awful noise. It's terrible. Usually at like 1 or 2 in the morning, but that's pretty much the extent of his playing. But I was making some keychains out of some like hemp rope the other night, and he was on my lap, and as the string was moving around, he was swiping at it and getting all excited. Yes, he is the fun police, but Terry, he was having fun the other night all by himself. He decided that looked like a fun toy, so apparently string is still where it's at. He used to absolutely love pipe cleaners. We had him, like, Blake was a little kid, and we had him for crafts and stuff, and then he learned what drawer they were in, and he would go get them and pull them out, and we had to make sure that he had his own pipe cleaners to play with because they're pokey at the end, so you have to fold over the end before he could have them. But he would go absolutely nuts for pipe cleaners. Not so much anymore.
Where's the cream cheese?
What?
Where's the cream cheese at?
It's right here. You can have it if you get rid of my butter wrapper. And hang on just a second.
I think that might be my rap name if I ever was a rapper.
What, cream cheese?
No, it'd just be called Butter Wrapper.
Butter wrapper? And when will you take Mooch to get his driver's permit? Look, the guy can barely walk around without bumping into stuff.
Right? Yeah.
He should not be driving.
He's had his licenses revoked.
There you go. Mooch is getting the cream cheese wrapper. Scott Somerville says, I learned this week to make sure your baking chips, chocolate, butterscotch, etc., don't have palm kernel oil as it takes a higher temp to melt. Chips with that do not make a good fudge. Oh, wah, wah. I'm assuming by the way you said it that you learned that the hard way.
What is it?
Palm kernel oil? I don't know what that is.
Is that like a different kind of cooking oil?
Probably, from palm kernels.
Oh, it's all over your nose.
He does not care. He's just shoving his face into it.
Keep getting your nose. It's on your nose. Try
Who
it.
knows? He's saving that for later.
There's stuff in the middle too. It's on your eyebrow now.
Saving it for later. Scott says, my mom and I were trying to figure out why a fudge we made last Christmas didn't do well. Good to know. I'm assuming that's not like a very common thing. Like you just happen to get some that have that. Like maybe the Nestle version, Toll House or whatever, doesn't have that in it. Does he act like 16? Yes. We call him the fun police because he does not like anybody else to have fun. He is a grumpy old man. That's his most common nickname, is some variation of grumpy grumper. His bones are starting to get a little achy. It takes him a little longer to like get around and to lay down and get into that position. Oh, he's not high enough for the camera. Topo's reaching up trying to get some. Yes, Mooch peed on all the toys. We had a basket full of toys, and Mooch just peed on them. No one's allowed to have fun with these anymore. I don't want you to have fun.
It was the like it wasn't even the Noah's Ark of the cat toys because nothing survived.
No.
Everything got thrown out.
We had to start all
over.
There were a couple of plastic things that were able to be rinsed off.
It was a blessing in disguise because like it was old stuff and out of control. It needed to be started over.
It did.
So he helped us out. He purged.
Yeah, he was not having it. He does not like anybody to have fun.
I don't think there's
no, Jess has not met our cats. Jess has actually never been to our house. She's been in our town, but she had her dogs with her. And 3 huskies and 9 cats is probably not the best combination, so
Hey,
no.
Max. What's up, Baxter?
She's welcome to come to our house. She just has not. All right. Time sensitive, Dan. All right, this has been rolled up this whole time. Now we're going to unroll it.
I have to show Mooch all sides of my hands. Nothing to see here, nothing to lick here.
If you let this cool for too long, it will crack when you do this. You can see there's some like minor cracking, but it'll be fine. Even if it does crack, as long as you can roll it up, it'll still be good. It doesn't even matter. My butter and cream cheese was still a little bit clumpy, but it'll be fine. You won't even notice.
Is this out of your way enough?
Probably. We'll find out when I knock it down. Alright, so we're going to roll from this end. So I want to make sure I have enough here. And you don't want to put too much on this end because it's going to squish as you go. And it'll all squirt out the end if you have too much on this end. Same goes for too close to the edges. It's going to squish out a little bit. So don't coat it too close to the edges. You are not frosting a cake. You're filling a roll. Mooch is just staring. I like it better when it has sugar in it. I'm just trying to get it into that little fold there.
I'm so excited.
You don't get to eat it till tomorrow, Dan.
Here's what, we're not out of the woodwork yet. This is where it breaks.
Nah, it'll be fine.
This is where but this is where it happens. It's on this roll up where I'm like, how did we get to the 99% mark and we didn't finish installation? So I
feel like it's more likely to crack when you unroll it after it's been rolled warm than at this point. If it unrolls well enough and you move quickly enough with this and don't take your precious time with it, then it should be fine. Dan, did you just put your dirty hand in my icing? Don't do that again.
I did in the name of Mooch.
Mm-mm. There's a whole bowl over here you could have stuck your dirty hand in. So again, a little heavier on what's going to turn out to be the inside of the roll, and a little lighter at this end. And not too close to the edges or it all squirts out. Speaking from experience. Some of it will probably squirt out anyway.
That was it, bro. Uh-oh. Like, that was it. That was like 2 licks too much, and now he's all crazed for he's all crazed for it. Wait, what about the...
What about the what?
The spoon for me. It's too late now. It has H2 on it.
Alright, so then you just roll. I usually lift the towel a bit, because the towel's going to stick. I need to go this way a little more. I'm going to get powdered sugar all over the floor. You don't need to roll it tight. It'll be fine.
You've got this. 83 people are watching you. Carissa said, hey, what's up, Dan and Crystal? Surgery time. We're closing...
Back up a bit.
We're closing the wound. No pressure, Hannah says.
It's not going to be perfect at this point. It will not set. It will not be perfect until it's been in the fridge overnight.
But it didn't. It didn't get all cracky through here where it cracks.
Did not.
So I think that's going to be a success.
I just have to make sure it unsticks from this part of the towel. All right. We are good. I'll show you what this end looks like. No mooch. So you can see, because I didn't have it all the way to the end, it didn't squish out here or at the sides. When you see them and it looks like perfectly sliced, it's because it has set. It will set, it will like shrink around itself and fill in all the gaps. You cannot slice it right now. You're welcome to eat it, but you're going to make a mess of it. I need you to back this camera up because I need to clean the counter because I need to put foil down to wrap it. So this is the most important step aside from actually making it. Oh, like powdered sugar kind of makes glue.
As soon as Crystal's done foiling it up real quick on the time-sensitive part, the focus part, she'll read all the. she'll scroll up and read all the comments.
Yes. All right. So whenever I do this, I always do 2 pieces of foil. No. I know. He made his grumpy old man noise. All right. I always do 2 pieces of foil side by side. And very quickly, pick it up and set it back down. The powdered sugar that you see on the outside will kind of soak in to the cake itself and make it all like moist and sugary.
Jeez, now it's in a rocket. Oh, now it's a burrito.
This is to keep Dan out of it. So yeah, it's done. That's it. You put it in the fridge and leave it. Usually I'll do it the night before, leave it overnight. Tomorrow night we'll open this up, slice it. I'll take some photos and show you guys. But you can see, shoot, I forgot who did it. I'm sorry. One of you guys talked in the beginning about making one. Somebody posted it on one of the Facebook groups. And it looks perfect. Oh. The fridge is full, Dan. No pumpkin roll for you.
I'll eat it now with a straw.
You're not allowed to eat it now. That's it. That's pumpkin roll. I did the thing. Kathy says, I think it will fit in my mailbox. Yeah, but you're not going to want the cream cheese after it travels from Southern California to Northern California. It's not cooked. You did the thing. I did, and it did not even crack.
Before we sign off, can we get some cat love in the kitchen with some cat snacks and stuff?
Yeah, but hang on.
Okay.
Crystal's like, Dan, get your hands off, as she licks her hands. Friend, I wash my hands very often while I'm baking and stuff. And I had frosting on my thumbs, and then Dan does not wash his hands nearly often enough to put them in my food. This knot's all sticky on the counter. I had to sew custom-sized sheets for our camper. I was racing against the clock to get them finished, put in the camper, and pack it up before it rained. I finished them at 1 a.m., so left them on the table overnight, got up in the morning. Oh, I went to go put the sheets in the camper, and they were wet and smelled of cat pee. Boo! So then it was a race to get them washed, dried, and put in the camper before it rained. Oh, it's the worst. Cats are the best, but they're also the worst. Most important step, clean up. Yeah, that too. We'll get to that. I only wipe this with a little bit of water, and it's a little sticky. Oh, it jumped. Stop. Stay over there. Put it in some ice cream shake. Oh, that would be so good. You guys, was it last week? Did we talk about my shake from Del Taco?
Oh my gosh.
Del Taco has cookie butter milkshakes. You guys need to try it. It's amazing. My mom got me one. It was so good. Really, like the best milkshake I've had in a good long time. Once you have your towel and it's covered with powdered sugar, rinse it off in the sink. Do not put this in your
mouth.
Don't suck on it. And don't put it in your washing machine because, much like I said a few minutes ago, powdered sugar and water makes glue. Sticky glue. So rinse it off completely in your sink before you put that in your washing machine. Please. And if you don't, you can't blame me because I told you so. No. Hold on. You gotta get back because it's all sticky and powdery and sugary here. The pumpkin rolls look good. I've never tried them. So good. They sell them at the grocery stores. Like, I don't know what grocery store you have. We have Stater Brothers here, and they always have them. Aldi has them. I've never tried a store-bought one. I don't even know where I first learned to make a pumpkin roll or where it even came from. I've been making it, like, as long as I can remember. Like I said, it's the second recipe in my handwritten cookbook because I've been making it almost as long as I've been making Bob Dylan's mom's chocolate chip bread, chocolate chip banana bread. Which is well over 20 years. I've just been making pumpkin roll forever. I'm sure the store-bought ones are good, but homemade is always better. Come on, let's be real. That's a cute cat scratcher. Thank you. You got it? Oh, come on, Moochie. Ugh.
I don't know if they like these snacks.
Which one? Some of them have been a little more picky than others lately.
Alright, let me get out Brittany's,
Yeah, they're always down for the temptations. Some of them will eat anything, but some of them are definitely more discerning. I bet that log will make it to the Midwest, though. Plus, I have a cast iron stomach, even for food poisoning. And Brittany says, I'm lucky my kitties only potty in the litter box and no accidents, just hairballs and throw up. Same here. Like, we never really have, aside from the one time Terry will vouch for this, Mooch got really mad. He wanted our food, and we got so fed up with him being so pushy about trying to get whatever it was we were eating. I don't even remember, but for some reason,
we were like making burritos or something, where it's just like just condiments out, and he was doing what he was doing today, where he was like, "Let's go."
Like he wanted the sour cream or something, but for whatever reason, we had too much of it, and we locked him in our bedroom, in the master bedroom that has a master bath attached to it. And Mooch is a really good cat most of the time. He's grumpy, but
he's smart.
He went in the bathroom. There's a litter box in there. Because Kitty stays and, like, lives in the bedroom, so we have to have a litter box in there. He went in the bathroom in our bedroom, knocked over the trash can, and pooped in the middle of the floor. He was not messing around. He knew exactly what he was doing, and he did it to get back at us. But yeah, other than that, everybody just goes in the litter box.
Rizzo, by the way, was sleeping.
Now she's awake. Time for snacks.
I think I see Roxy around the corner.
That's when Monaco says her grandma showed her how to make pumpkin rolls, and so thankful that she did.
Slow down, Topo.
He will not.
Topo has managed to steal them all from every cat.
You have to throw Topos into the next room so he leaves and comes back. Patty says, finally made alive! Yay! We're almost done. Topo looks young. He is 4? 4 years old? Adele, I will get to your cookies. Hold on just a moment here. Hannah says, hope you're ready for popcorn. Thank you for the super chat, friend. Let me click on the heart so you get the same satisfaction out of it.
The popcorn's good.
Yeah, Dan ate the crap out of the popcorn you sent. Also, do you need more handmade cat toys? I'm not going to say no. They loved the ones that, I guess you're supposed to put them on the doorknob. Our doorknobs are higher than usual, so that wasn't really effective because they're above their heads. but you know, the one with the circle and the little squiggly and the ball at the end, they loved those. Like, one would play with the ball, and then one would attack the end that was flopping around. Where is Blake eating tomorrow? At his grandma's house on his mom's side. He'll go over there. Much more important in their family to make sure like everybody has to be here.
There'll be a lot of people there.
Yeah, like lots of family comes into town for it and stuff. We just do like us. My mom's gonna come over and stuff. So to me, it's not that big of a deal. You know, we're not like, you have to be here for it. There's been years, it's kind of up to him whatever he wants to do. Like I said, it's more important for their side of the family to have everybody together. So he always kind of prioritizes that to keep that side of the family happy. But he'll always come over here and have some stuff. But there's really not much. He'll probably have some pumpkin roll, but there's not much that we do that's different from what they do that he's like, I need to come over to have that.
No.
So, not a big deal.
And we hang out all the time, so it's no big deal. He'll end up, he'll come over here probably tomorrow evening, grab some of his stuff, and probably head over to his girlfriend's and hang out with her and their family, so that'll be
You might
fun.
have 3 Thanksgivings.
Yeah, right? Mooch is trying so hard to get that.
I was gonna get that. Brittany says, hopefully snow won't cancel Thanksgiving again. Oh, if you're talking about here, no, we're in the clear weather right now.
We got everything. I don't have to leave the house. So.
It's freezing in the morning, like literally freezing, like 30 degrees. I think it was close to 70 today. It was warm. Like when we went out to lunch, I had to take my jacket off. It was sunny and warm. Oh wait, Blake has a girlfriend. Yeah, but we don't talk about Bruno. Drew just got home from the gym. Have a great Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you and Drew. I hope you guys enjoy the day.
Drew
and
pumped it up.
I hope you didn't just stand up and dump the cat off of your lap.
For Drew.
Any new Blake creations?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He left.
Blake has been printing like a maniac even when he's not here. Blake went to a, was it like a bingo night, I think he said? Like I don't know who put it on, whatever it was. There was a bingo night. They had like a craft sale, and his mom paid $15 and got him a table so he could sell his 3D printed stuff. And that child sold the crud out of everything and made like hundreds of dollars, like way more than I've ever made at a craft sale. Nanda, if you're still here, he put us to shame. Remember when we did a craft table and we like broke even? I think we did 2 of them. We did one at the YMCA and one at her mom's church.
Yeah.
And
he made hundreds of dollars. Oh, hi, Patty Bueno.
I wasn't sure if that was Patty Bueno or
Yeah.
not. You updated your photo. Look at you. Hope you're doing okay. Being in and out of the hospital. I hope everything's good with you. Hannah says, I can make the cat toys longer if that works better. Absolutely. Or they'll just play with them not on the door. They don't really pay too much attention to stuff hanging from the doors. They like the mouse you sent, Brittany, that like hooks on the top of the cabinet or the door. They go for that a lot, but not when it's brand new because it hangs up like a couple feet and they can't really reach it very well. After they stretch it all out, then they love that thing. Where is Blake? Blake is at his mom's house right now. He will be back tomorrow night before he heads out.
He was here earlier to grab like whatever cornucopia, 3D cornucopia he made for tomorrow's centerpiece of dinner.
He did. He made like a happy Thanksgiving sign. Alec is here. Hello, Alec. He says, Blake is a brilliant young man. Awesome. Yeah, I tried to like be nice about it and tell him like, it's cool if like don't expect to sell too much. Like, you might not make a whole lot of money. I was lucky to break even when I went to craft sales, but you know, have fun with it. And he was like, haha, guess how much I made? And we were like way off by like 50%. So good for him. People loved it. He's gonna print lots more wieners for the light switches for next time.
Yeah, I guess everybody wanted those. That was a big hit.
Yes, I've got some little organza bags he can put them in, so he can sell bags of these. Where was
Alec, I am Petty, my cat, who is laying on top of the gym-style bag that holds all my cables post-show.
Yeah, the camera's not even on me anymore. We're just looking at Mama Cat and the mess in the house. Thanks. Patty says, Kidney is fighting me, but I'm okay. Oh, I'm sorry. That is no fun. It is Patty Torres now. LOL divorce. That's how long it's been. Oh, well, you know, generally those tend to be a good thing once they're all said and done. So congratulations and I'm sorry. However that needs to go. But I hope you're doing well, Patty Torres. I will try to remember that. We'll try. Yes, Cat Calf. We have currently 9 cats, and hopefully it does not increase at all. They should be in a box so you can sell D's in a box. Oh yeah, but I always tell people to eat a bag of D's, so it's gonna be in a bag. Alec says, LMAO Dan, I watched your last vlog. Glad Mama Cat is so cuddly. Oh, that's his boo.
Yeah.
You guys, he sings her songs. Like, I walk in the room and he's just serenading her.
You don't sing your pets to your songs?
I don't sing pets to my songs. Nor do I sing
Mama Cat.
songs.
Mama Cat loves me. She's all over the place, but she sleeps with me at night. Actually, all three of them do right now, but she sleeps with me at night. And
yeah, I think Baxter was in between us this morning.
Yeah.
He comes and I just hear him like. He always like short breaths when he's purring and excited, and that woke me up this morning. Cherry Pie is here and says, hello, I see you on Jess's vlogs, came to say hi. Well, hi Cherry Pie, you missed all the fun. We made a whole pumpkin roll, rolled it up, put it in the fridge, and now we're done baking. We're just hanging out for a minute. We're about to wrap this up. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and we've got lots of like straightening up and organizing and cleaning and stuff to do, and apparently I have to make ham cream cheese rolls again.
Yeah.
Yes, Hannah, you are my people. I'm always... How many times have I told you to eat a bag of D's?
Like today?
No, like in your life.
Oh, a lot.
Like hundreds.
Like a lot. It's on back order.
Nikki says, I hope you're ready for the craziness that is Eleanor when you head to Novi. I'm never ready for the craziness of dogs, ever. But Jess's dogs are really well behaved, so I'm not too worried about it. Dogs are always too much for me.
Dogs are always well
just like
behaved.
The energy level of dogs in general is more than I can deal with.
You'll be a Memphis.
Yeah. The older dogs that are more chill, that's my jam.
Cat Calf on this trip, I really love the dog that Kira is turning into.
Yeah.
I really like her personality and her demeanor. I don't know. I really like how Kira was this last time I was there. But of course, all the dogs are great, and Eleanor's just a big ball of energy. Eleanor is my unicorn.
Now, Wilton says, Boo always sleeps cuddled up to me. As soon as we lay down and shut off the lights, here she comes. That's Mooch. Mooch and Kitty are, like, just on me when it's time to sleep. Kamiko now, because it's colder, she tries to sleep on me.
The boy cats, you'll go over there and you'll have all the boy cats will just be all over you.
It's so weird. Like, I sit down and here comes Precious, here comes Mooch, here comes Topo, here comes Baxter. The girl cats do not care. The boy cats
to layer them, though.
I do. I have to. Baxter likes to lay on my lap, but so does Mooch. So I have to hold Mooch like a baby and like raise him up and wrap him in the blanket. Yeah, everybody's afraid of Mooch.
Yeah.
Mooch is a grumpy old man.
Baxter like goes and runs off when he sees Mooch.
Yes, even if Mooch does nothing.
Mooch just swipes.
So I try to like hide Mooch under the blankets so that Baxter will lay down on my lap, and then I get Precious on one side and Topo on the other. And if Dan's lucky, I can reach him and rub his head while he dozes on the couch.
Usually not.
No. The cats are very needy, especially as it gets colder.
Yeah, but it's nice. Like they're and you can see. I mean, for us having so many cats, they all do really well together.
Even if they don't get along like friendly with each other, they don't not get along.
I mean, I watched everybody sniff everybody else's butts. So,
absolutely.
There's some sort of like crossover, Okay, should we wrap it up?
Just about. Terry, yes, I do remember that. Hannah says Little Bit does not have full house privileges at night. She sleeps in her carrier, which she minds not at all. That's amazing. Are you going to do that forever? Amazing when you have a cat small enough that you can train them to do that, but I like it when my cats snuggle with me. Remember when we got Mooch 16 years ago, and all I wanted was for a cat to snuggle, like, up to me, so I would make him sleep on my chest, and now I'm like, could you just get off of me? I'm trying to sleep, and he just wants to wrap. He lays next to me, like, with his head on my shoulder or the pillow, and puts his arm around my neck, and that's how he sleeps.
I look over, and he just makes eye contact with me because he's all smushed in there.
He is. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, can you just get off of me? F. Vamp says, if you wait an hour or two, we can actually wish you a Thanksgiving.
No.
We've got 4 more hours.
We'll save that for
happy almost Thanksgiving to you.
We'll save that for New Year.
There you go. Just as I was at the vet with Kira today, and they had a new girl, and she couldn't understand how my Siberian was so calm.
It's just good parenting.
Absolutely. Good parenting makes good pets. Amanda says, here for Christmas, you'll get a box full of stuff. Oh, yay.
All right.
Thanks. Yes, so we are doing a card exchange. So here's the deal, guys. This is our last show before December. The last show of the month. I worded that oddly. We did have a show on the calendar for next Wednesday, but that's not going to be able to happen because Dan will not be here. So no show next week. Sorry, guys. No show throughout this weekend. Enjoy your long holiday weekend. Spend time with your family. Hopefully most of you guys don't have to work and can enjoy relaxing. But yeah, we won't be back until December 1st. I will have the calendar up before then. The caramel apple cheesecake bars that we were supposed to make last Friday, but I went to the show and canceled that show. Those will be in 2 Fridays.
The Friday before we leave for Novi.
A week. Next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, next week.
Next
Sorry.
Friday.
Those will be next week on Friday. So not this Friday. No show this weekend at all.
No,
this is it.
this will be the first time in 4 years that we haven't done the show on Thanksgiving. Like, we finally, we just get, like, a Thanksgiving off.
We're just taking it off.
Yeah.
Don't forget to update the calendar. Yes, I did update it. I just didn't post it. So, yes, thank you. I'll try to remember that. But, yeah, next Friday we'll have a baking show again. So, we'll see you guys in a week and a half. The week after that, we're going to Novi. The week after that, we're doing Christmas baking. My super Christmas baking where I bake all the cookies. We'll turn on the camera. You guys can watch whatever point of progress I am in. I will show a couple of recipes. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I think I've shown you guys all the recipes that I do for Christmas, but I'll look and see. But if nothing else, we'll pop in Friday and Saturday. There will be no Dantics that weekend. I think it's the 15th.
We'll hang out.
We'll be super baking. There will be a Christmas cookie giveaway. Hannah, who wants Christmas cookies, you won already, which does not disqualify you from winning again. But yes, that Saturday, I think it's the 16th, but don't hold me to that. We will do a Christmas cookie giveaway, and that Monday I will send cookies to one of you guys. The weekend after that, I think, is the Christmas episode of Dantics.
Oh yes, that'll be fun.
Yes, and we'll have some fun.
And we will have a proper Christmas episode.
Yes, absolutely. Adele says, "Don't forget my cookies." I would be so scared to ship cookies to you. Oh, your cookies, your picture of cookies. I thought you were talking about shipping them to you. I got you. Here it is. Oh, yours did much more of the, like, cracking around the edges that I couldn't seem to get to happen.
Oh, those look good.
Well, where am I? There we go.
I got you right.
Those look really good. Good job. You guys can check those out in better photo color quality on, which group did you post it to? Let me look. On the RFS family group.
Tree this year? No. When can we send cards? You can send them now. The P.O. box is in the description, so you can start sending the... You can start setting them out. So I'll be going to the P.O. box like every week.
This is Courtney's pumpkin roll that she made. Looks so good.
Good job. So I like that. Nice swirl.
Yeah,
nice
it looks really good. We do have a recipe postcard coming. There will be a new recipe.
Yes.
Once we have the details down and are ready to make a post, we'll make a post about it. But yeah, feel free to send Christmas cards. You can start now. Why not? They won't get here till next week, and
yeah, that's fine.
Christmas
that's
or
fine.
December next week.
The rules are just put mail us a card, put it in the mail it to the P.O. box in the description, and then you'll get a card. You'll get a Christmas card back. Oh,
a Christmas postcard. Well, it's not really Christmas themed. You'll get a postcard back from us.
Same as the last 2 years. Oh, Shannon says maybe I'll win this year if Dan isn't rude. Oh, I'm so sorry.
That was awful.
Like,
so rude.
That'll haunt me forever. I had just healed from that wound, so thanks.
I see lots of you guys want Christmas cookies. You'll have to enter to win. We'll talk about that when we do that baking episode. Brittany gets cookies for being an executive producer intern. Brittany, as my pay. We can talk.
Yeah, sorry about that,
Shannon's
Shannon.
still salty. I don't blame you. I would be too.
That was probably one of my worst on the fly moves ever. I didn't think that through.
No.
Well, at least I'll remember it forever and ever and ever.
And I will forever hope that you win. I do go through a lot, like buying all the ingredients to make all the cookies and then paying for all the shipping. I would love to send every single person who wants them cookies, but it's just not in the budget, guys. So the last few years we've done a giveaway where if you super chat during the show, you will be entered into a giveaway. We'll write your name down on a thing. We'll draw a name, and one person...
Crystal will draw the name this time, Shannon. Don't worry.
Yeah, we won't
I have been relieved of my duties of any prize simulation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, that night, I think it's the 16th, we're going to do entries for Super Chats to win a Christmas cookie package. You'll get the same package as everybody else that I send cookies to. And then the Dantics episode will be doing a good amount of giveaways. Have one of the cats pull the name out of the bowl. If cats were trainable in any way, I would.
I like the sticky hand method of putting everybody's name out there and putting
you'd probably just grab one and show it to everybody and then drop it and grab another one like a jerk. Shannon trusts me.
Oh, Adele.
Yeah, I won't be rude. I'll do it off camera so you won't even have to see if your name was close. What happened with Shannon?
Alright, here, hold on.
You got
Adele, so
story?
everybody super chatted and got their, and when you super chatted, you had another Christmas ornament that I had stuck to the back wall, like a physical ornament. So then after that, we took all the ornaments out, and I put it in this glass,
big vase.
This big vase. It was like that, right?
It's see-through.
And I put everybody's name in it, and I closed my eyes, and I was like, "This is like not the winner." Or I held it up to the inside of the glass. I said, "This isn't the winner," or something like that. And then I picked the winner. Because I don't know, it just happened. I had no forethought to do this, or
didn't think about how awful that would be for the person who was not picked.
Yeah, that's not what I was. That's not how I saw that one finishing out. But then, so then I picked someone else, and then, oh man, there is no going back.
It was rude. We're never doing that again.
That was not the business.
And just to throw it out there,
hold on, and Shannon got nothing, right? You got nothing?
I don't think she won anything.
You got no, I'm sorry stickers?
Maybe, did we send you, like, a painting or something, a pity gift? I thought we tried. Perfect execution of a terrible idea. That's going to be the name of Dan's memoirs.
I don't know. I don't even know. Dan Fail, I know, right?
Shannon says, Adele, I honestly yelled at him like he was here. Good.
Shannon, did you
Good.
Get...
If you would have texted me, I would have given you his phone number so you could have yelled at him in real life.
What did you get out of it? There's no way we were just like, oh.
Yeah, did we give you something? I hope that we did. I hope
you
we
get
were total jerks
anything?
about it.
I'll send you a cat. You can pick.
No, you can't have a cat. Just to throw it out there for anybody who is not. Oh, she got another entry into the contest. But
my God!
But you didn't even win anything.
How stupid!
Shannon.
That's all you got was another entry.
We owe you something for sure.
Wait, Shannon, do you live in the States or not?
She does.
Okay.
She does. So just to put it out there now, anybody who's not in the U.S., unfortunately, you cannot be entered into the drawing to win the Christmas cookies.
Yeah, we learned the hard way.
Because we sent cookies to Steve, and they took a whole month to get there. And homemade things are not good a month later.
And he debated on eating them because he's Canadian.
Yeah, we told him absolutely not. Like, you can't be that nice. No, please, no. Shannon says I have 4 cats. No thanks.
Shannon,
fair enough.
Shannon, you should DM me your address.
we'll get you something. I can't believe we didn't even send you something to make up for that.
We gave you an entry.
You're a jerk.
Dude, that's like scratching off a ticket at the lottery and getting another ticket. Like,
thanks. And it's a loser. Oh, Steve says, I was gonna do it. I felt bad. You slaved over the oven. No worries, friend. I will see you in 2 weeks and I will have homemade snacks for you. Spent money on shipping. Yeah, some things you learn the hard way. So, yeah, we'll never send snacks internationally ever again unless they're pre-purchased. But homemade things, no. Nope, sorry. Shannon says, I live in Virginia. I might see you in March if you come.
And if I do, I'll know it's you because I'll feel a punch on the shoulder for that. Oh my gosh.
Steve says, the least I can do is visit the hospital with some sort of GI infection.
Aww.
I don't think they would get you sick. I think, the texture would just
Canadians.
be stale.
I'm sorry,
but thank
Steve.
you. Thank you for offering to eat month-old stale homemade snacks.
It was the gesture.
You would have loved them. I promise you would have loved them. They would have been delicious.
I don't know. What were they delivered by, serum truck?
By a Mountie, eh?
By a Mountie. All right, that's where it ends.
Is that it? Yeah, it's 8:10.
Yeah,
I need real food since I only had a half order of fettuccine Alfredo today, and everybody was like, "I'm not gonna have to eat dinner tonight," but I was like, "I'm still hungry though."
Oh man, somebody wants me to come to Virginia. Somebody wants me to come to New Jersey, but they're spread out through a weekend, a nothing, and a weekend. They're spread out 3 weeks from
that's
each
a lot
other.
of traveling or being gone from home if you just stay.
It's hard. Only I gotta break somebody's heart, and I don't know if it's Jersey or Virginia.
Don't say it like that. Dan, grab a ruler. Brittany wants to know how long your hair is.
I don't know. We have to cut it. It's
usually
it's gonna end up being down to my nose. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do a template for? I think you're thinking too hard about this.
Don't worry about it. Jess says she's pretty sure you have to work both and she'll just fly you in and fly you out. Oh yeah, it's so simple.
Yeah, just add water. Okay, but I don't know. I gotta I want to see everybody. You have to come to Jersey to meet me. Oh.
Well, now you have to. When you put it that way.
I'll just say.
Hello, my last week adventure. You missed the whole show, and we're done. Dell wants to know if you're coming to Australia for things. I can't think of anything right now, but I want to be included.
I'll come kick it on your couch if you'll let me kick it on your couch. But I'll just end up getting bit by a spider, and then I'll perish. I'll just be curled up in green. Or something. Come to Kansas. I've flown over that place so many times.
Do planes even land there? I love you, Hannah. Last Week Adventure wants to know how the dessert turned out. So far, so good, but we can't actually do anything with it until tomorrow. It's in the fridge. I'll post a picture with the review and let everybody know all the things.
It's gonna be a win. It survived, it made it out of surgery okay.
Hannah, I got you good. I've made this dozens of times, so I know it's gonna be good. As long as it rolled up and didn't crack, we're good to go. But we'll take a picture tomorrow. Alex is only tornadoes like in Kansas. Sorry, Hannah, we love you.
Apply Dan. Was it Dan on? Apply directly to the forehead.
All right, let's wrap this up because I need dinner.
Bye, everybody. I have been vlogging today and defrosting the turkey and stuff. I will make. There'll be more proper turkey vlogs for the next members video
with 100% less paprika.
With the 100% less.
If you guys haven't seen it, go search RFS Dan channel for something like The Vegetarian Saves Thanksgiving and watch that vlog.
It made it to the Discord. I think Katie posted it.
Did it? Did someone post it? There you go.
In the Discord today.
There you go.
All right, I gotta go over here where I adjust the volumes and things. So bye, everybody.
Adele says you can come hang on her couch. Spiders are the least of your concerns, my friend. I have a toddler who loves the TV. Loves the TV you. She'd freak out to see you in her house.
Oh
I bet. She
just called me Blvd.
Have a great week and a half, guys. We will see you back here on December 1st. Check the RFS fam page on Facebook for the updated calendar, and I'll try to force Dan to post it on YouTube as well.
I got it,
tab.
A lot of fun.
Calendar.
Yeah.
Yay.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thursday to everybody who's not celebrating Thanksgiving.
Eat.
Bye, guys. See you next Friday.